Welcome to Tabletop Tactics. Coming up in today's battle...
There's so much in my head right now, I can't see.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Very nice. What are you doing? Is everybody clear what's going on?
Preacher time, baby! Welcome back, you bunch of bosses, to another battle report with me, the Beard, and the triumphant return of Mr. Stig. Help! He's back, everyone. Very poignant timing as well, because your beloved Admech, yes,
yeah,
they've got a new book.
They have.
And on top of that, the sisters are about to have a new book as well. So it's a double new codex bonanza for your viewing pleasure today. Whilst we go through the list in a minute, make sure you hit subscribe. It helps us out massively. So if you hit that button, that would do us the world of good. But for now, let's just get straight into it, shall we?
Let's get into it.
Let's go!
All right then, so bringing out my first Admech list back on the channel, we've gone for Mars today. Okay, now long-term viewers always know that I play Stygian all the time. However, Mars has got a lot of benefits. We'll go through them more in the game, but they also keep it quite simple for me. So full disclosure, that's why we've gone with Mars today. We've got a Battalion and we've got an Outrider today. We've got the Skitarii Marshal, brand new model, absolutely awesome improvement to the HQ line for the Admech. Gives me rerolls. I've given him the Program Retreat Warlord trait, which allows me to do a fallback and still fire unit. I've also given him the Relic Exemplar Eternity, which allows me to reroll ones to hit as well as wound. Really cool. I've got a Dominus, Tech Priest Dominus, very normal. I've also got a Manipulus today. I've used the new Holy Order to give him Logi, which we'll go into in the game, but really cool abilities with that upgrade there. We've got 7 units of troops split between the 2 detachments. In the Battalion, we've got 3 units of Breachers, 1 torsion cannon and 2 heavy arc rifles in each, and then we've got 3 units of Rangers. They're all bare bones, just 5 man. The improvements are massive. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, in the game, but they're really, really good. I'd love to be using units of 20 of those, but I don't have the models just yet. We've also got some infiltrators, big improvements for them again, and you'll see them right from the beginning, which should be very cool. We've also got 2 units of Cerberus Raiders, really cool unit again. I've given them enhanced data tethers. Data tethers becoming really important now in this new book. We've also then in the Outrider, we've got the Techno-Archaeologist, Daedalosus by any other name. He's got some changes, big changes. He's not quite the auto take that he was, but he's still really, really cool. And then I've got a unit of 20 Vanguard. I'm excited to play this new unit size with these guys. I've always loved Vanguard, so it's cool to be able to get these folk out there. Then we've got a lot of stuff. So in the fast attack slots, we've got 3 units of Iron Starry Ballistari. Easy for you to say. They've all got the las cannons. They are so good. Mars rerolls really helps them out as well. We've then got a unit of Turaxi Sterilizers. Loads of cool stuff to talk about them, stratagems to galore. I've also given them the Princeps, the Relic, using the Artifactorum stratagem, which means that I've given them the Skull of Elder Nikolai. I've also, just rounding out the fast attack, I've got my beloved Taser chickens back. I've got 5 Dragoons in this list, so much improved in this book. Really excited to see what they do today.
Here we go, the Sisters of Battle are back and we have a brand new codex. It sounds like we might need it based on that Admech list. It's a little bit scary, but we will do what we can. One thing to bear in mind, a lot of the really powerful new units for the Sisters, they're not here yet. So once we've got them, we'll get them built, painted, and on your screens as soon as we possibly can. So all the really good stuff is yet to come. We want to get those Paragon War suits and the Sacrosanct and all that kind of stuff. but give us some time. We'll do it as soon as we possibly can. But for today, we have this. We have one battalion, and we have the Order of the Ebon Chalice, which we'll be running today. Now, Ebon Chalice is a cool one. You've got some really nice strats and relics and warlord traits in here, and you do get some nice miracle dice manipulation as well, so we'll give it a run. In terms of the units though, we have, first of all, a Canoness. This is my Warlord. I have given her the Terrible Knowledge Warlord trait, which gives you a 5-up command point refund, and also it gives you the ability to make your first miracle die a 6, which is fantastic. And she also has a plasma pistol and a chainsword. But that chainsword is the Ecclesiarch's Fury. It's a really cool chainsword relic. I'll save it until we get into the fight phase, but it is really exciting. It's high strength. It's yeah. Rip and cleave all day. We've then got a Paladin. I have spent a command point here. I've actually spent 2 command points to take 2 additional relics, but the first one for her is Listening to Faith for some more miracle dice fun. And I've also given her a power sword and a a bolt pistol, forgive me, just a bolt pistol. And then my third HQ is Celestine. Now she is quite different now because she comes with her Gemini Superior. They're part of the unit, which is pretty wild because it actually gives her 10 wounds effectively, because you've got to chew through them before you get to Celestine. So she's the only unit in the game that has 10 wounds effectively without degrading, which is pretty sweet. She's also got ways now that she still comes back to life on a 2+ if she dies, but she can also as an action restore all of her wounds, so that there's some crazy stuff she can do, and she's also a bit of a weapon in combat as well. So I'm excited to give her a run today. Troops wise, we have 5 units of 5 Battle Sisters. They all have their bolters. Nice and simple here, just to keep the points down. So that is the troops, and then we then have a bunch of elite characters. So we have a Repentia Superior, because I'm running 9 Repentia as well. She just comes as she is. We then have a Diagoras. She is now a priest, so she gets access to the new war hymns, and again we'll cover this when we get into the game and start using them. You'll see those in the command phase. And then we also have a preacher. Now this preacher is the one that I've given my third relic to technically, which is called the Simulacrum Ecclesiasticus, which is fun to say. This gives him access to an additional hymn and gives him the ability to cast an additional hymn. One of them makes him some crazy battle priest, and I've also given him his weapon, which is the Vindicator something or other. Basically, it's a chainsaw with a flamer on it, which is fun. In the data sheet, that's what the priests come with, which I absolutely love. So he's there to boost up some of my units and also to be a bit of a weapon in combat when he's able to as well. Moving on then, we then have 9 Repentia, like I mentioned. We also have a unit of 9 Archoflagellants. These have also improved quite nicely because they have less randomness with their attacks, but they still have the strat which allows them to do 3 attacks a piece, which is nice. And I have given one of them the Endurant Implant, so he is better in combat as well. He, she, it's hard to tell with the Archoflagellants. And then finally, we have a couple of Rhinos to scoot those around. We have 3 Immolators. They're really good, still really good, and a little bit cheaper, which is fun. And we also have 3 Exorcists. The Immolators have the Immolation Flamers and the Heavy Bolter in the hull. The Exorcists, I'm running 2 of them with the Exorcist missile launchers, and one of them with the Conflagration missile launcher as well. The Exorcists have finally come down to 7 wounds because there was absolutely no reason toughness 7, because it's a Rhino hull, exactly the same as the Immolator, so that's now been fixed, but it is still a very potent anti-armor option. That's the list. Whew, there's lots to remember. That is the list. It's 1996 points on the nose. Let's get into the mission and get into the battle.
Today's mission is Overrun, a Strike Force mission from the Warhammer 40,000 Grand Tournament Mission Pack. 6 predetermined objective markers are placed onto the battlefield. The primary objective is Domination, a progressive mission where players score 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they achieve at the end of each of their command phases: holding 2 or more objectives, holding 3 or more objectives, and holding more objectives than their opponent. These are cumulative and cannot be scored in the first battle round. Each player also chooses 3 secondary objectives that can score up to 15 points each.
Welcome everyone to the battle. We are ready to kick things off post haste. Over here you can see the Sisters of Battle arrayed across my deployment. Over here, as we scoot around this way, we have the Stig.
Hello.
There he is. And then the forces of the Mechanicum are here. You get a lot in your army, good grief.
There's a lot now, and this is definitely not the hoardiest of horde that you're likely to see with AdMech. Only one unit of 12 troops, 20 troops, sorry.
Just the one.
But there are 7 troops choices and 7 fast attack choices in this. I mean, that's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
That's a lot of happening.
It's very cool.
Yeah, exciting.
It's definitely a book where you've got lots and lots of variety if you have a large army to play in different ways.
Yes, and we have about 10,000 points in my army, so I think we've got a few things to play with.
That's nice. That is nice. Yeah, we've got to get a lot of the new, well, all of the new kits for the Sisters, but you'll see those soon enough.
It'll happen.
Before we do that, it's time to find out who's going to go first this day. As you have returned to us, your triumphant return, why don't you go ahead and roll that dice?
Rolling in the trough for the first time.
Oh, yeah,
exciting.
Lucky duck.
Be good to me.
Here we go. It's a 2.
Not
the
so
trough
good to
doesn't
me.
like you, Stig.
Well,
The trough
unless you
says
roll a
no.
1.
It's a 4. Okay. Well, that is that. I think potentially that's probably a good thing because the Sisters are up against it today, I think. But we must hold on to our faith of the Emperor and all that kind of stuff.
All that fast.
We got prayers and things come up in just a moment in the command phase. We'll be back in just a moment.
Right, we're into the command phase. This is a busy phase in this new book, as with many of these books, as we'll see. So we thought we'd film this first one for you so we can talk through the many things that are happening.
Yeah, so a couple of things to talk about. So for my rights of battle, because I'm taking Ebon Chalice, you're able to pick 2, which is very pleasant. So I've taken...
Pleasant for me?
Well, it depends. I've taken Divine Guidance and I've taken Spirit of the Martyr. So Divine Guidance essentially means that any 6s with ranged weapons do additional AP. And Spirit of the Martyr is that if any of my models are killed in combat, on a 6, I do a mortal wound back before they are laid to rest, which is nice.
I mean, it doesn't sound very friendly, but
well,
yeah,
you know,
it's okay.
You know, they're killing you with kindness.
Something like that.
I roll a miracle die, so because I've taken Terrible Knowledge from my Warlord trait, which is the Ebon Chalice one, your first miracle die in the first battle round is automatically a 6,
which
so that's
is
what
nice.
I got there. I have spent an additional command point, which I didn't mention in my list, for a Heroine in the Making.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it, thank you, for Litanies of Faith. No, Beacon of Faith, so I get an additional miracle die. Oh, there's a lot to remember.
So much faith.
In the each battle round, which was a 4. Well, it was a 1, but I re-rolled it for Litanies of Faith, so that is now a 4. So that's that. In terms of my
Are you keeping up at home? Are you making notes?
We'll be fine. You'll get it throughout the game. In my command phase, abilities-wise, my Repentia Superior has put onto this unit of Repentia here the ability to advance and charge, which is very pleasant. My Warlord is on the battlefield, so she was able to do all my characters on the battlefield now, so they can do all their abilities. So that's there. My Palatine hasn't done anything apart from allowing me to do that re-roll for Litanies of Faith. Over this way, my Dialogus isn't really in range to do anything useful with her hymns in this first battle round, which is fine. But my Preacher down here, he did do a hymn, which was the, what's it called? The something of Mighty Smitey. The one where he becomes a battle priest, essentially. So he has +1 strength and attack and +1 AP. And at the end of the fight phase, he can fight again unless he's dead. So that is everything for my command phase done.
And of course, we should also say, you go have a lie down. I should also say, so beginning of the battle round, these raiders took their move up, which they're allowed to do. These raiders took their move up, which they're allowed to do. And I activated Shroud Psalm, which, because I'm Mars, covers everything. I don't have a Doctrina in place at the moment because I can choose when I want to. And there's only 4 of those, so I've got to pick wisely. We'll see if I do that. Comment section below. So, anything else? You're going to have a lie down?
I got a command point back.
Oh yes, you gained a command point as well. Remember when command phases were just that? Anyway, so Beard's going to have a lie down, then he's going to get to moving, and we'll go from there. You join us at the end of the movement phase, and there has been a lot of movement going on. Lots of things have shuffled. So let me try and remember some of it. So we've had the Repentia have got out. They got a little bit of an advance. They've got the still ability to be able to advance and charge because of their Repentia Superior.
Repentia Superior, yes.
Yeah,
she selected
right.
them.
Shock horror. Celestine has moved up as well. This immolator in the center has moved forward. It has some targets now. This one now has a new occupant and has moved forward as well. We've had a little bit of a shuffle for this Rhino. It is empty. It's just being line of sight blocking for these battle sisters as much as anything.
Yeah.
We've had a bit of a shuffle with this Exorcist to ignore the gantries.
I could just about see one of those las cannon chickens.
Just through. There's like the finest, narrowest margin. But
anything I can do to get rid of them must be done.
Makes sense. We have this immolator that has moved forward. The Archoflagellants got out and moved forward as well. The Rhino again is just playing move block, so I'll give you a better shot of that. Move blocking and trying to block that objective. And this Exorcist at the back just had a little bit of a shuffle round, if I remember correctly.
Yep, just put itself out of line of sight a bit. Yeah. The Dialogus is in this immolator over here. She's embarked onto there. Celestine, she's not like in the open because she's got units around her, but this is an experiment to see how long she can last.
Yeah. How good is she going to be?
Chef and I did some math hammer, and we don't think unless you get super lucky, we don't think Mortarion can kill her in a round of combat.
Ooh.
So we think she can hold up Mortarion because she's got a 2-up armor save, 4-up invulnerable save. You got to get through 4 wounds from the Gemini Superior, and she reduces damage by 1. Plus, if she's not killed in the next turn, you can do an action to bring all of her wounds back or heal one of her Gemini. She's tough, so we're going to see. I'm just going to keep throwing her at stuff and see how long she lasts.
That's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting to see what she can withstand. And can I actually deal with her? We'll find out.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah, exciting. So, anything else that we need to go? I think that's everything.
Yeah.
And we're going to be back in the shooting phase. So we're starting off with this Exorcist in the center, and he's putting everything through into the Iron Strider Ballistari. There was a bit of rumination about putting the Heavy Bolter into the Rangers. Boomer Spear's just going for it.
I've got an immolator for that.
Exactly.
Fine. Here we go. So I'm going to start off with the Heavy Bolter. Some Tracer Fire, you see. Tracer Fire. I think twice. Wounding on 5s and 6s. It is 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds there.
So this will be freeze because of Shroud's on. Fine.
How dare you?
But they've been traced. They have been traced.
They have been traced. So now 3d3 shots on the Exorcist missile launcher.
Ooh, very nice.
7, 8. I'll take that. 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 3s. Okay, did drop a few. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? It will be 3s to wound. What's the toughness? Toughness 6. 3s to wounds. It's 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
4 wounds at minus DOS.
Minus DOS because of Shroud Sum and then now improved armor. It's back to 4s. So 4s. And ooh, 3 have gone through.
Okay.
It's very, very early. So we've got 1 miracle dice that's a 6, so that's definitely going to be used, I'm sure.
One's dead.
Yeah. So
do you want another one?
The other one alive. Let's try for it. No, I waited far too long. You see, that's
the problem when you think about it too long. Right. So I'm going to use my first miracle die of the game. It's a 6. 1 is dead.
Shock horror.
1 is dead.
Yeah.
So then we've got 2 more to do. So 2d6. Lucky there, but I'm going to use my own command point to reroll one of these damage rolls. One's got 1 wound left, so I'm going to put me down to 9 wounds. I do get to roll, so on a 5 pass I get that command point back. Yep. Which I do.
Nice.
So I'm back up to 10.
Do you get one for mine that I used or not?
Just for mine. Okay. No, so that's with my thingy knowledge. You know, the thingy knowledge.
The thingy knowledge.
The terrible knowledge.
Yeah.
That's
well,
it. So that's
currently one's on 1 wound, but does the other one explode and take him with him?
Hey! Da, 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 da. Is that one explode as well?
Oh gosh, maybe. Let's find out. No. The one that died first was this one, which was specifically placed so he couldn't kill anything.
Yep.
If that one had blown up, then it would have done more damage. But 2 Iron Striders down.
Yay.
It's a good start.
Right. Okay, so I've done, it's got killed a unit. I can roll for another miracle die, which is a 4. So I've got 2 4s. That's fine.
It's good.
We're going to move on now to this immolator here. We're going to do the heavy bolter and the immolation flamer into the rangers, which are in the light cover over there. So it's a bit more tracer fire here. Bit of tracer fire for you. I've hit you 3 times there, Stig.
Very accurate tracer fire.
3 still wound. It is only the 1 wound.
1 wound.
Only
So
one
it'll
wound.
be back to 4s because of Shroud Sun. And it makes it.
He doesn't mind.
No, he doesn't mind.
Glances off the heavy bolt. But now we have cleansing flames. So 2d6 for the immolation flamer. Only 5.
Okay.
Only 5 there. So it'll be, it's strength 6, so it'll be, there's toughness 3, right?
Yeah, toughness 3.
2 to wound. It is 5 wounds at -1.
Wasn't it 5? How many rolls did you do there? Because we rolled 5 automatic hits and then rolled 6 dice, because definitely it was a 1.
It's 4 wounds at -1.
See, I'm catching him. First day back.
So there's so
right.
much in my head right now, I
mean,
can't see.
Yeah, I'm going to caveat this. I'm going to make all of the same things because there's so much going on with these 2 books.
That's all right.
But there we go.
Let's do it.
So 2 go through, 2 are fine.
Very nice.
So we're going to go next to this Rhinoceros, who's putting his Bolter of the Storm into the same Rangers.
Yes, here we go. I hit you twice. I wound you twice.
Twice, which is
2
very
wounds
nice. If I can get some dice.
No AP though.
No AP, so freeze. Makes 1, fails 1.
1 more is dead.
1 more is dead.
Right, we're going to move swiftly on to this Exorcist over here. I'm going to fire, what I should have done if I was thinking about it properly was actually just leave it here, because I could have used Devastating Refrain for a command point, which means I can ignore line of sight, then I wouldn't be going through the dense cover here. But we live and we learn. So we're going to go for the unit in the corner over there instead. So we're going to go for the heavy bolter first. Bit of tracer fire here. I hit you once, sorry.
Once.
I wound you no times. And then the 3d3 for the missile launcher. Oh dear. So that's only 4 shots. But
Hitting on 4s. Oh, okay.
Only the 1 hit. Only the 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. It is a wound.
It is a wound.
And incidentally, because that is a 6, it's an additional AP for Divine Guidance. So it would be AP 3 rather than
Okay, so that takes us to 5 when we account for Shroud's Arm, which we make.
Damn
Very
it.
nice. You got all your luck in the first round.
Damn it.
We move on to the 3rd and final Exorcist now, but it can't see anything. How is this happening, Beard?
Because it can't. Unless I use Devastating Refrain. For 2 command points. So I'm down to 8. But it does mean that when I pick a unit, they ignore line of sight, which is very nice. I want to start clearing off some of the troops. I'm not going to get through 20 of them, whatever they're called.
Vanguard.
Vanguard. So I'm going to do my 3d6 shots into the rear unit of Rangers over there in an attempt to kill them. So here we go, 3d6. Okay, so 4, 8, 10. 10 shots. 9, 10. There's no dents to be going over here, so I'll be hitting on 3s. Okay, and then it will be wounding on 3s, strength 5. So that is 7. No, it's not, it's 6. 6 wounds at -1.
6 wounds at -1.
6 wounds at -1.
I have 6 -1.
But you are
they
in cover, so you get your normal.
Yeah, exactly. Shroud's Arm would have done the same thing, so they go back to 4s. Which means 2 die.
Only 2.
2 dies, not bad. I will take that.
That's 2 command points, not well spent.
Ooh. Over to this immolator now, and we're using 2 stratagems to be able to put everything into these Iron Striders on the end here.
Yeah.
What are we doing, Mr. Beard?
Right, I was hoping to have killed one of them with this Exorcist, but I didn't. So I'm going to have to spend 3 command points now. So I'm going to do Cleansing Flames and Cleansed by Fire. So it's 3 command points in total. One of those allows me to have the maximum amount of automatic hits on the Flamers. The other one is the Ebon Chalice specific one, which means that any 4s to wound do mortal wounds up to 3. So I can do 3 mortal wounds on 4s essentially. So I don't have my dice ready. So that's
well, that's good. That's good.
So I need 6 more, which are here. Right, so 12 shots, it's the maximum amount of shots, looking for 4s and lots of 5s and 6s. Okay, so we've got well, we've got 3 mortal wounds essentially.
Which is nice.
And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in addition.
Ooh, okay.
So 5 normal wounds and 3 mortal wounds.
Right, so they're at AP1, and again Shroud's Arm. So 5 4-up saves and 3 have gone through. Okay, let's see what we can do. So 2 more go through. So that means 1 has taken 5 wounds and he has 1 wound remaining.
The heavy blotter. Here we go. Blot, blot, blot. I've hit you twice. Wounding.
Firing through that gantry? Would that affect it? So only 1?
No, it would be one hit. So I'll re-roll both of these. Well, I'll re-roll one of these. It's still a wound.
It's still
meant to be.
It's meant to be.
Die now.
A 4-up. He dies.
Huzzah. Does it explode?
Hopefully not. No, not this time.
1 down though.
1 more down. Well, AdMech fans, we're nearly at the end of the Sisters shooting phase, so times are going to get better, hopefully, for us. We're moving on to the last immolator, who is putting everything into the raiders in the center here.
Yes. The dogs.
Doggos.
They're raiders?
Yeah,
oh,
Cerberus raiders.
All I can think of is doggos.
They're doggos.
Tracer fire, heavy bolters. I do hit 3 times. Toughness 4.
Toughness 4 now.
3s. It's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Oh, and one's going to be at minus 2. And one's going to be at minus 1.
Okay, so the minus 2 one makes it 5s with Shroud's Arm. It's fine. And the other one's a 4. Of course that one goes through. That's how that works. That kills 1 dog because they're now 2 wounds each.
Also, sorry if I'm missing these 6s to wound. I'm trying to keep up with it. And now the Immolation Flamer. 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3s to wound again. Oh.
6 wounds?
Yes, so 2 are at minus 2 and 4 at minus 1.
Oh, now you've made it complicated for me.
It is quite complicated.
Right, okay, let's pick up 2 dice. So 2 minus 2, did you say?
Yes.
So that becomes 5s.
Yes.
So they go through.
Okay.
So that kills 1 more. They're only 1 damage each.
Just 1 damage, yeah.
And then, so for the last, for the Alpha, he has to take 4 saves of 4 up. And he dies as well. Wipe them to the man. So last and definitely not least, we have Celestine putting her flames straight into the infiltrators through the windows.
The Ardent Blade! It's better now than it was before. It's no longer a heavy flamer. It's now the Ardent Blade! So it's strength 6, minus 2, instead of strength 5, minus 1, which is what it used to be. It's 4 shots, ruining on 2s. No, we're not. Yes.
They're toughness 3.
Toughness 3.
Yeah.
So, of course, I rolled 2 ones. 2 wounds at minus 2, but 1 is a minus 3.
Okay, so...
No, because she doesn't get sacred rights.
She doesn't get that stuff?
She doesn't get sacred rights.
And I was going to get to talk
I'm pretty confident she doesn't get sacred rights, but I'll double check it, but yeah.
So minus 1, is it?
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we got there in the end. So that will mean that we...
But effectively minus 1 because you are in the cover.
Yes. So we still need 5s. So make 1, fail 1, 1 damage.
1 damage.
Okay, 1 has taken a wound. We're moving into the charge phase, and we've got a few charges coming up. So we're going to start off with the Repentia, are we?
Yes.
Charging into the infiltrators in the center of the board.
Yes, they're going to infiltrate these infiltrators.
Something along those lines.
See what I did there? On a 4 they're in, because they just need to be within one of the... well, they'd be within anyway. And whilst we're at it, we'll do Celestine. Because she's over there. Celestine makes it on a 6. Yeah. Tremendous.
She's fine.
And then we're going to charge the Archoflagellants into your dogs. I think.
Yeah, which is basically because he wants to force me to spend CP on Tactica Obliqua. Yeah. It has changed now in the Codex, so it means that he would still be able to choose another target for that charge,
which is pretty cool.
Which is a fair change. Yeah. But I will spend the 2 CP because I don't want to get charged by them because they've got scary whips and stuff. So I'm spending that, and I will get to do a 12-inch normal move.
Well, I'll move mine in. You move yours in, and we'll be back for the fight phase.
Ooh. So these doggos ran backwards, getting themselves out of dodge, but more importantly, the Repentia and Celestine just basically flew against the wall.
Yes.
That's all they needed to do to get into the infiltrators.
Absolutely. One thing that I should have done, actually, I was going to spend one of these miracle die on one of my charge rolls. Just because if I do 2 acts of faith in a turn, I get a victory point. So I'm just going to get rid of that over there. I mean, I couldn't really fail it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I only have one thingy left now.
Makes sense.
Right. So
just worth us mentioning before we get going, we were just talking off camera, the infiltrators, it only comes up now. They stop any rerolls to hit or wound against them within a 12-inch range. So it means that it didn't come up in the shooting, but it might do if Celestine bounces.
She has no rerolls.
Won't. But if she bounces, and you have to do the repentia is what I mean.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Very good. Yeah, my Palatine is there, but she doesn't affect Celestine because she doesn't have the order. She just flies in, kills everything, and then flies away. She's like a pigeon.
That's what she should do.
Right, so 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. It's a full house, apart from that one. Don't worry about that. It's strength 7, so it'll be 2s to wound. Okay, fine. But 6s do 2 mortal wounds.
Which is good, because it kills the one that was on 1 wound and does wound on the next one.
Yeah, so that's done. And then you got 2 wounds at -4.
2 wounds at -4.
2
which
damage
puts them on their enhanced bionics save of 5 up. Makes 1, fails 1. Killed 2.
So how many left?
3.
3 left.
3 left.
Fine. Oh, I'll do the Gemini now because I have to, because they're 1 unit. So the Gemini, so they're actually hitting on 3s for some reason. A couple of misses there. This will be wounding you on their toughness 3.
Toughness
so
3.
3s to wound because of the power swords.
Which is nice.
That is 3 wounds at -3.
3 wounds at -3. If I can grab some dice. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. Bear with me. You've got a nice close-up with Beard. Look at his face. Right, so what's the minus on their power swords?
-3.
Yeah, so 5 up in buns. Saves 1. 1 damage, so that... Ooh, what did we have? We had 1 on 1 wound. No, we didn't. He'd already killed him. Forgive me.
So we had,
we killed another one.
Another one's dead.
That took a long time. There's 2 left in the unit.
We'll move on to the Repentia.
So that was a bit of a surprise. We weren't expecting to even have to use the repentia, but now we get the no reroll thing happening. So that's kind of cool.
So I can't reroll my hits or my wounds?
No, your hits
I'm
or
a
wounds
zealot!
within 12. I don't care.
I have a Palatine.
I don't care.
Fair enough. So we got
Neurostatic interference.
It's very cool.
It's very
They're
cool.
a cheeky unit, these.
Yeah, 85 points now as well. They're nice.
Eviscerators. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's a problem.
Oh dear.
3 hits.
Oh dear.
It is 2s to wound.
It is 2s to wound.
I am going to spend one of my miracle dice. So my last one, mainly because I want to get another point for my secondary. So I've got 2 more to make. Okay, so it's 3 wounds in total, -3, damage 2.
Cool. So I've got 2 left in the unit. I've got 3 5 up enhanced bionic saves. And that is the unit.
Kaloo-Kalay.
So at the end of the turn, we do have morale to take on this ranger unit. They would fail on a 6. They're fine. And we have morale to do on this ranger unit. They would fail on a 5. And they are fine too.
Brave boys.
Lovely stuff.
They're very brave. That was not a bad turn.
It was not a bad turn at all.
I mean, they're in a bit of a precarious situation, but it did mean that I was able to sort of guarantee a charge somewhere around here. Celestine's now protected by the Repentia a bit. My characters are protected to an extent from vehicles and stuff. So, I mean, and I've sort of done my objective of trying to get rid of as many of those las cannons as I can. Yeah. Because they're a problem. So you know what? So it's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad.
Half the las cannons are gone. That could make a big difference because you've got a fair number of tanks still on the board.
Yeah, I've not got anything for engage yet. And I did get some points to bring it down. So I've got 3 points to bring it down for getting rid of 3 of your walkies.
Yep, which is very nice.
And I got 2 points. I'm pretty sure it's 2 points. I just need to double check for the sisters specific secondary as well. So not bad.
You're going to take that, aren't you, really?
I take it.
Nice.
Like a hat. Here we go. It is turn 1 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. And we are kicking off the command phase over here. What's going on?
Lots to do.
Yes.
I got CP, which
Very
is
good.
nice. Then we're going over to the Manipulus. He is using his Logi ability to give the Vanguard extra 6-inch range on the radium carbines, plus making them AP1.
Very nice.
He's also going to make them ignore AP1 and 2 to the start of the next command phase.
Ooh.
The Techno-Archaeologist, Daedalosus as he used to be known, is selecting the middle servitor unit to allow them to perform an action as if they were infantry, and allow them to fire without the action stopping.
Oh, very nice.
The Skitarii Marshal over here, this little guy here, cool model, is not doing anything. Because actually, he doesn't need to. There's nothing that's going to benefit. However, the enhanced data tether on this Dragoon unit are giving their +1 leadership to the 3-man Ranger unit. The Ranger unit gain the data tether rule for the phase as well. And the Dragoons are doing the same thing for the 5-man Ranger unit.
Very nice.
Which is nice.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
That's command phase done.
Yeah.
We will return in the movement phase. Here we go, the movement phase is complete. Starting on this flank over here, the Raiders, they're called Raiders, aren't they?
The Cerberus Raiders.
Cerberus Raiders, yes. They have moved around this way, looking to engage with the Archoflagellants and potentially the Priest, the Battle Priest. Over this way, this unit of Vanguard have advanced and now have lots and lots of shots coming in onto my lines over here, which is very pleasant. And we have the character at the back giving them some support. Over this way, we can see the Breachers are all moving out. The one in the middle is doing their action but can shoot, which is very pleasant. And in terms of the terrain here, what you see is what you get in terms of the line of sight. So sort of through the gap, through the middle here, there is line of sight, but the rest of it is obscuring. Over this way, we have the Dragoons moving forwards. These are Dragoons, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
They are Dragoons, lovely stuff. And then the Iron Striders over here are moving their way round to get line of sight on some other units. Over this way, the Marshal is staying put, marshalling things along. The 3-man squad is doing an action for Raise the Banners High.
Yep. And then hiding behind the bit that you can't see.
And then the 5-man unit have just arrayed themselves around the window there to get line of sight onto the Repentia. Raise the Banners High, obviously been doing by the Breach over here, and then this squad over here are doing the same. So 3 banners being raised, which is very nice. Lots of line of sight being gained. Lots of good times being had.
Possibly.
Isn't it good?
Well, hopefully. There's also one other secondary which we didn't talk about, which is the one from the new book, which I'm forgetting what it's called. It is called Uncharted Sequence, which basically means that I had to nominate which objective I was going to hold in each turn. Yes. So just for reference, it probably popped up. Chef will have sorted it, I'm sure. It was turn 1 was this one. Yep. Turn 2 was this one. Turn 3 is the second. Turn 4 is that one, and turn 5 is that one. I get 3 points for each one that I achieve.
Okay.
So it's interesting.
So, yeah, 3 points gained for the first objective, which is very, very nice indeed.
So that'll be
and now
fun.
I just have to stop you getting in your turn too, won't I?
Well,
I have to stop that.
We'll see.
We'll see what's left.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Tremendous. Excellent stuff. Cool. We'll be back very shortly for the AdMech shooting phase. We begin the shooting phase with the Breachers. We've got a torsion cannon and 2 heavy arc cannons firing into this immolator down here. Will the Shield of Faith hold up? We'll just have to see.
We shall see. So starting off with the torsion cannon, hitting on a 4, it does hit.
Very nice.
Wounding on a 3 because it's strength 8. It does wound.
Is it wound?
AP 4.
Okay, so Shield of Faith. No, that's the opposite of a Shield of Faith.
D3 plus 3. Just 4.
4 damage.
So 4 damage.
Just 4?
Just 4 damage. And then the heavy arc rifles.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s. I'll use my Mars reroll.
Okay.
Cool, so 3 hits.
Beautiful stuff.
Now, because the heavy arc rifles, they automatically wound a vehicle on 4s.
Yep.
Only the one.
Only the one.
It is AP 2.
Shield of Faith. No, but it is a normal armor save.
Okay, nice.
Very nice indeed. Next Breacher squad, same loadout, although they are doing tricks because they are also doing the action here. Are we starting off with the torsion cannon?
We are indeed. They're clever Breachers, these ones.
It's a very cool thing to say. Torsion cannon.
Torsion cannon, and I'm going to use the Mars reroll on that.
Very good.
And I rolled it off the board.
Ah, your first one. Welcome.
There we go. Wounding on a 3. It does wound again. AP 4.
Okay. AP 4, so needing a 6. Shield of Faith. No.
Okay, D3 plus 3. Okay, it's 5
5 damage. Very nice. Do you want
Left
to do
with 2
your
left.
arc cannons?
Heavy arc rifles.
Arc rifles, yes.
I have hit 3 times.
Okay.
Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, AP2.
AP2. I save them both.
Oh, that was save or die moment.
Very
That
nice
was it.
indeed. So we've got 2 wounds left on the Immolator. It comes down to the Tech Priest Dominus to finish off this Immolator. He's using his, what's it called again?
Volkite Blaster.
Volkite Blaster.
So hits on 3s because he did move to be able to get line of sight. No rerolls for himself this time. It's a 6 to hit. It's strength 6, so 5s and 6s. 6s do 2 mortal wounds though.
Looking for a 6.
No.
The opposite. Mr. Dominus is going to have to recharge, to redo some mathematics there.
Yeah, we'll come straight onto the Manipulus.
Okay.
Who is also hitting on 3s with his Magnarail lance. So he hits.
They have the best names for all of their guns.
He wounds on a 4. It'll
Yes.
be AP3 and flat 3 damage if it goes through.
Okay.
And it doesn't go through.
Okay. A 1 to wound. They're going to reconfigure their Auspex, but we'll be back in just a moment for the next unit. The third and final breach unit are making their way through the line of sight blocking terrain here into the Immolator. Can they bring it down?
Thought about a cheeky reroll, but you don't want to just see rerolls being used with CP. We want to see cool stuff, so we're not going to do that. We're going to start with the Torsion Cannon into the Immolator.
Cannon of Torsion.
He fails, so I'm going to use the Mars reroll. He hits.
There we go.
Wounds on a 3. Heavy arc rifles. 2 hits. Wound on 4s. 1 wound. AP2.
AP2. 5 or 6. No, that does go through.
2 damage.
Okay. 2 damage down. He has 9 wounds remaining. It's the Vanguards, and they are going to be firing enriched rounds.
They
A
are
stratagem
indeed.
being used.
Yeah, so for 1 CP, so radium carbines can automatically, hits of 6 automatically wound anything other than vehicles. It's really cool, right? But enriched rounds, it makes that go off on 4s. So because of the advance and the gantry, they're going to hit on 4s anyway. They're going to reroll 1s, but those 4s are automatically wounds. So hey, I don't have to roll as many dice. Which
Very
is nice. They're firing everything into the Arcoflagellants. I've got 30 in my hand. We'll do this twice.
Beautiful. Are they BS3?
They are BS3 normally, and assault weapons. That was cocked, so we'll roll that one. Pick up the 1s.
Really good roll there.
Yes, it looks all right. Translated another one. So we will remove these and we'll go again.
And now the other 30 shots. So we've got 17 hits so far, which is also 17 wounds.
Which is nice. So we'll pick up the 1s again.
We roll those 1s there.
This is for the Dominus, by the way.
For the Dominus.
Cascaded.
They
Right,
said.
that looks pretty nice again.
Yeah.
So let's see, right, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, 36 wounds, please,
36.
sir.
Okay, so the first one, so these are on my my Feel No Pain. So the first one, so how many?
36.
36. Okay, so one is dead. The next one is dead. The next one is has 1 wound. That's 4. No one's dead. 5, 6, 7, 11. Oh, 8. No, 9. 10. No, 11. Oh no, they're dead.
They're dead.
They're dead. Yes. The Arcoflagellants are utterly assimilated. Moving on now, it's the Cerberus Raiders. A path has been cleared for them now to shoot into the Preacher.
Because they're snipers.
Indeed.
They ignore lookout sir, which is pretty cool. So 2 of them can draw line of sight ignoring the gantry. So I'll roll those hitting on 3s first of all. Okay. And then the 2 shots from the Galvanic guy at the back. Hit 3 times. We'd like those 6s again because 6s to wound are a mortal wound in addition.
Okay.
But we'll be wounding on 3s normally. Okay, it's just 1 wound at AP1.
Okay, so needing my Rosaria save. No, he does take a wound, but he is still alive. Next up, we have the first of the Iron Striders. The one on your left there is the single unit, and it's going to fire its was it a las cannon?
Cognos las cannon.
Cognos las cannon into this Immolator over here.
Cool. So 2 shots with these. They're going to be rerolling 1s, hitting on 3s, and I've also got the Mars reroll as well.
Yep, not going through dents here.
So I'll use my Mars reroll on 2.
Sure.
So 1 hit, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Of course, it's a
Those
2.
pesky 2s.
Ooh.
A plague on your house.
We'll move straight onto the 2 Iron Strider unit.
Okay.
Same target.
Same one, makes sense.
Reroll the 1. Kill.
3 hits that time.
3s again. Cool. All wound. AP3.
Did you just get 3 hits?
No, I got 4 hits.
You got 4 hits. Oh, very good.
Well, I rerolled the 1.
Okay, what's the minus?
AP3.
AP3. So
Last
needing 6s. I don't get a single one.
Okay, so he's dead because
Yes.
they're D3 plus 3.
Yes.
Does he explode?
Up.
I
No,
saw it for
not today. We have a unit of 5 battle sisters inside, and they are fine. They emerge from the flames, and
Unscathed.
they will bring flames for you later on. Yes. Lurking in the darkness, these rangers now are going to be firing their rifles into this immolator over here, not wanting to extend the charge anymore for the dragoons going into the Repentia.
So 2 of the rangers didn't need to move to get line of sight, so they hit on freeze.
Yep.
There's no reroll ones to do, but I'll reroll the 2 into a 3, hopefully. Yay! So
Very
they
nice.
hit with the Mars reroll, and then the 3 guys that did have to move, so 4s translates to 2 more. Strength 4, so 5s and 6s. Okay.
Very nice.
So 5 at AP1.
5 at AP1. 5?
5 at AP1.
5 at AP1. Here we go. You take 2 wounds. No, you
Yay.
take 3 wounds.
3
in fact,
wounds. I'll take that.
3 wounds down on the immolator. Very, very nice.
Nice.
And that, Mr. Stig, brings us to the end of the shooting phase.
Very-
A mixed bag there. I was expecting to get pummeled.
Yeah.
I think you were a bit unlucky with some of those dice rolls.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mixed bag on the dice rolls. Some things were brilliant, some things were not so good. But hey, that's how it works, right? And it's definitely still a game on, and hopefully by the end of this turn there will be. So Dragoons are going to charge in to the Repentia, funnily enough. I can't, well, there's no way of getting into the Repentia without being in the 6-inch range of Celestine, so it's a thing.
At least you can attack her, because I'm going to intervene.
Of course you are, 'cause, you're you. It was very long charge to get into the immolator, so that was the problem.
Yeah, because of the height of them, you sort of got to go round.
Exactly.
Because you can't go under the
I can't
gantry.
go under the gantry. I have to go round, which is the problem. If it was a straight charge through, I'd definitely just do it. But I don't have that because they would wreck that thing.
Yes, they would.
But I'm probably more like move blocking with them. Let's see what happens. But let's get into there first and foremost.
Let's do it.
Anything but a double 1.
Oh, an 11.
An 11.
They are hungry. Hungry.
That might put some interesting options in. And then over here, we are going to charge the Raiders into the Rhino just to stop you being able to play with its movement. I need a 7.
Okay.
Which I get.
Another 11?
Which again presents some interesting options.
Very nice indeed. Cool. Okay, great. Well, we'll get those moved in just a moment and we will return for the fight phase. Here we go, we're in the fight phase and we're kicking things off with the Dragoons. So as you can see here, we've done the pile-in move. This Dragoon back here is going to do a cheeky little tag onto the immolator once all is said and done. But Celestine has also decided to heroically intervene. Now there is a way that there is quite a cool stratagem called I think it's called the Suffering or something like that, where any models that are within engagement range of Celestine, including her Gemini because they're one unit, all attacks can only go into her. It's not so good here because the bases are so enormous and I couldn't move in such a way to get into a couple of units here, but it's quite a handy one to have for the future if you are a Sisters of Battle player. But we're not talking about Sisters right now, we're talking about Dragoons.
Yeah.
It's Abmech time.
With the 11-inch charge plus the piling, I've also been able to move, so 2 of them are in range of that objective as well, which if Celestine hadn't heroically intervened, I'd have straight away turned that off. It's now contested at the moment, so that's cool, right? So there's 20 attacks hitting on freeze because we get an extra attack now, and I'm using 1 CP for chain taser protocols, so 5s and 6s are 2 additional hits. Yeah, exactly. So let's see what happens. Not bad.
You got a few 5s and 6s there.
A few 5s and 6s. So I'm going to work out how many extra, and we'll come back in a second.
Okay, we've got the hits. You've made out of
20 attacks. I got 33 hits. so there you go.
Okay.
Dragoons are back, people.
Yeah.
2s. Yes.
Could be a problem. Is there any 1s in there?
There's 3 1s, so 30 wounds.
Okay, I'm not even going to bother rolling.
AP2 and flat 2 damage.
The unit is destroyed. But before they die, I do have a sneaky stratagem up my sleeve. So I have spent 2 command points for Desperate for Redemption.
Cheeky.
So it's a cheeky one because they can just fight. They can fight on death.
And
it's pretty sweet.
We were saying before, it used to be just a single attack.
I think that's what it was, or that's what I've seen in the past somewhere else. Anyway,
now it's just fight, which is just really cool.
It's pretty sweet, yeah. So they are -1 to hit, but the Repentia are inherently -1 to hit because they're eviscerators. I am within 6 of my Repentia Superior because I've not moved. So I'm hitting you on 4s. That's a good roll. It's a good roll there.
Looks okay.
It's a good roll. Get rid of these. Right.
Kind of about the average, actually.
So we are, well, for me, it's a good roll.
It's a good roll, because it was average.
I'm clinging on.
That's what we're aiming for.
So they're strength 6 versus toughness 6, so normally 4s, but the Repentia Superior now gives +1 to wound, which is pretty...
really good now.
When you're taking Repentia, yeah. So no 6s here.
Do you get to reroll the 1s or anything?
No, can't reroll the 1s. Although what I have just realised is that I'm Zealot, so I haven't charged, I've been charged. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds at -3.
-3, so 7 bionic saves. Strangely, they just don't get enhanced biotics, they just get normal, so it's a 6 up, but we'll see what happens. Make 2.
You do make 2.
So 1 is dead and 1 takes 4 wounds.
Very nice. Now, the only other thing to do is because they're dead, with my other rite of battle, which is called Spirit of the Martyr, I can roll 9 dice, and any 6s do mortal wounds.
Which is nice.
Because I've been killed in combat. I roll 1. I roll 1, so 1 mortal wound.
One has 1 mortal wound, which could be important because we've got to roll to see if the one that died explodes.
Yes.
He doesn't.
Damn
he
it!
implodes. But
Okay. So 1 dead and 1 is down to 1 wound remaining. We move on now to the dogs. Woof, woof, woof.
Woof, woof. We're going to start with the Skitarii riding the doggos, because, you know, why not? So that's 7 attacks hitting on 4s. That's gone well. And then 5s and 6s to wound. 2 wounds at AP1.
Very nice. Needing 4s here. They're fine.
Yeah.
The sabres get stuck.
And it's fair enough. And the doggos are going to claw them to death. They have hit just once.
Okay.
How did you miss it? Come on, fellas. Look at the size of it. And no wounds there.
Okay. Very good. That's them done. It's my turn to strike. And it's time for Celestine. Okay. It's time for Celestine and her Gemini to see what they can do. We're going to start off with the Gemini because one has 1 wound left. We have 6 attacks between the 2 of them. I have hit you 3 times. And then we're wounding on 5s and 6s. 1 wound, -3.
-3, 6 up invulnerable save. Nope.
Does he explode?
No.
Damn it! I want things to explode, it's fun. And now it is Celestine herself. She's hitting on 3s because
The insolence of it.
it's -1 to hit.
The incense cloud.
Which did make a difference for 1 of them, but we do have 5 hits and we're wounding you on 3s because she's strength 7. Interesting, okay.
Ooh.
So we failed with 3 of them there. I have just realised I should have used a miracle die.
Go ahead and do it, you would have done it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you would have done it.
Because the plan was to do it and then that would be another point for the thingy. I appreciate that.
We both talked about it before and said, we must remember.
Yeah,
We didn't.
it's not so much to kill these, it's more to get the victory point for my secondary.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got 2 saves, which are at -4, and then 1 is just 2 flat mortal wounds.
2 flat mortal wounds, lovely. So one's down to 4 wounds, and the other are 2 damage each, are they?
Yeah, so when you roll a 6 to wound, it's just 2 mortal wounds, it's not in addition.
The end? Cool.
And then the other 2 just wound on. Yes.
And they're 2 damage, so it's 2 saves of 6 up, 6
Yep.
up bionic saves. No, and that is another 1 dead. Does it explode? No, it does not.
Okay. Okay. Celestine is showing her prowess here. I do like her so far. The Repentia are interesting as well because they can now fight on death. They are still very squishy, but we can also see the absolutely destructive power of the Dragoons. Bear in mind that, yes, they were only fighting Repentia, but against most infantry, they're going to kill everything. So that's very, very cool.
And also they're strength 8 minimum, strength 9 with a canticle.
Yeah.
And they can be made to hit on 2s using the doctrines again. Your tasers only go off on 5s with the strat or 6 without that. I mean, they mess stuff up. And the thing about it is, again, the big bases, look what we've been able to do. We're playing about with that objective. We're playing about where the tanks and stuff are going. So look, you're speed bumping things, but that's kind of what you have to do, right?
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Cool. Well, before we move on, we have the utterly destructive power of the Rhino here. The Rhino.
This is where it kills one.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, never mind.
That's it. Is that the end of the turn?
That's the end of the turn.
Okay. Okay.
So we've got a few points, and a few things happened that were good, and a few things that weren't.
Very good. Okay, well that's that. Battle round 1 is over. We'll be back very shortly for battle round 2.
Right then, so the beginning of battle round 2, we have Canticles of the Omnissiah. I am selecting Benediction of the Omnissiah, which means that I will reroll a hit, a wound, and a damage roll on every unit, which is nice. And I'm also activating a Doctrina Imperative. I'm activating the Bulwark Imperative, which is +1 save for Skitarii units, -3 move. So that's also going to happen.
Bulked up.
Indeedy,
Cool.
indeedy. So that's going on. And then we go into the command phase.
So
What's
my
happening in
command
the
phase, a lot less than last time. So I just rolled a 6 on my miracle die for this battle round. I've got a command point back. There's not a huge amount to do in my command phase because my Canoness is in her Immolator over here. My Palatine has yet to re-roll a miracle die because I just rolled a 6, didn't want to re-roll that. My Diagonalist is inside the Immolator over here, so she can't do any prayers. And my Priest, I'm not going to do my powers because I want to spend a command point to guarantee I'm going to get off his crazy Death Priest.
Because we want to see what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Which would be cool.
Yeah, I think, Zealot's Vindication is the name of his weapon.
Very nice.
And that's just in the data sheet. So that's the one with like the flaming chainsword. So we're just going to have to pretend that his little casket is full of fire and his mace spins around.
I mean, that makes sense.
You know.
Makes sense to me.
So yeah, that's command phase. And I got 10 points for the primary in this battle round. So I start the round on 19 points to your 5. So I need to try and get you off some objectives to keep you off my primary tail.
Yeah, Celestine piling in really made a difference over there, being able to stop my dragoons.
Her big heroic intervention is the only thing that allowed me to get that back. So it's a nice ability to have, and she technically has a very long, very movable base.
Yes.
So, another reason that she's great.
It's very cool, very cool. So that's the end of command phase. We'll be back at the end of the movement phase. So in the center here, we had the Repentia Superior jump into the Rhino that was back there and move up to the center, worrying about Bat Flamers. We had this unit of Battle Sisters jump out of their Immolator and come forward along with the Canoness, that's it, that's the word I was looking for. The Immolator is still in combat. The Exorcist, did it stay still or did it shuffle?
I actually stayed still. I couldn't move it quite far enough to get out of the dense cover issue there.
Yep.
So I've just stayed put.
Yeah, it makes sense. The Battle Sister unit in the center moved up. The one at the back just hung out. They're enjoying themselves, so why move anywhere else?
Having a good time.
Coming around here, the Immolator shuffled a little bit. It may or may not be on a suicide mission. We'll find out what happens. The Exorcist came around the corner a little bit to try and do that, including, and that unit jumped out of the Immolator. The Rhino backed away. So scared was it of the doggos that it backed away, as did the Priest. He ran over towards the objective. I mean, weird, right? And this Exorcist backed up so that it could see, I'm assuming, the Vanguard.
But the Vanguard or the robots?
All the robots.
Not sure
the servitors in the center here.
Yes.
So we shall see. So lots of movement going on. This could be a decisive turn for the Sisters. It all depends on the shooting phase. Coming up next. And we're starting off with the Exorcist in this far corner, firing everything into the single Iron Strider.
Yes.
Over here.
Yes. Tracer rounds, first of all.
Tracer rounds.
The heavy bolter. I hit you once. I wound you. No times.
No times.
The Exorcist missile launcher. 3d3 shots. Ooh. 7. It's better than 3.
It's very respectable.
Know what I mean? 4's here. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Could do with that again.
Yeah.
So needing 3s to wound here. Cool. That is 4 wounds at -2.
-2. It's a 2-up save because of Bulwark. So we're looking for 4s. And that is a horrendous roll. There is no point in using a CP on that. So dead.
He's very dead.
So dead.
Surely it must explode.
No, imploding. Right then, so those 4 dice have been banished, never to be seen again, and the Immolator is firing everything into the Dragoons.
Yes, we are still in combat here.
-1 to hit with the blotters because of the incense cloud.
Doesn't matter when you roll 3 6s.
I mean,
I'd
yeah.
like 3 6s again, please. It's 2 wounds though.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. So right, they've got a 2-up save as well, so back to freeze. Cool.
Very nice. Now we have the Immolation Flamer. 5, 6, 7. It's a blessed number, so that could help. This will be 5s and 6s to wound. 1 wound at -1, so you get a nice healthy save.
3-up save. Makes it on a 6. Loving life.
Damn you.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I wanted to come and watch the game, but then I decided maybe I should film it. Because we can do that now.
That's nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
Less for us to think about Stig.
Yay!
I keep having to poke my brain back in through my ear. So
We'll sweep up the brains off the floor and see what we can do. But we'll do these bolters first, shall we?
so rapid fire bolters into your fellas in the ruin over there.
Rangers,
Rerolling 1s for my cannoneers.
which is nice.
My cannoneers. My cannoneers.
Got a few hits there.
That's the wound.
A few hits there, Beard.
No 6s, but we.
Was I standing too
Wow.
near you?
Yes, 3 wounds.
Yeah, okay.
3 wounds.
And because of Bulwark, +1 save, and light cover, they have a 2-up save, which is nice.
Isn't that nice?
But 1 still died. Of course it did. Of course
Death
it
by
did.
bolters. I think that's everything for there. I'll do her crack grenade.
Do it.
I'll do her crack grenade.
Crack grenade to shoot
luck,
up
Mr.
frag
Beard.
Do
grenade.
her crack grenade.
Cheeky.
Ominous. Double ominous.
Okay.
-1. Oh!
Goes through.
Well, I mean,
Kills
it's-
1.
it's
Yeah.
dead. Yeah. Yes. The end.
The end.
You want
It
to film
happened.
now?
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Less for us to do.
Let's kick this off. Myself, the Spider, now leading the narration. We have the Sororitas just round this building here, opening up with their fire into the Skitarii underneath the building there. Mr. Beard, I wish you luck, sir.
Die!
Both players ready to unleash death upon the other.
I hit you 4 times. Die! I wound you 3 times. One of
cheeky.
them is a -1.
Triple wounds.
Because of
Triple wound,
that
Mr.
thing
Stig.
I have.
So I need a 3 for that one, which is fine.
It's got a
And the
six.
other 2, a fine 2.
Oh, well, isn't that fantastic? It must be my my new presence here on this battlefield.
Go away. We'll film again. We'll film again. Right, we're going to move on to this Immolator next, but I have a couple of stratagems to use. I'm going to use Cleansing Flames.
Cleansing
and I'm going to
Flames.
use the other one, which is called Something About Flames. It's 2 cleansing type stratagems. Basically, we're going to get max hits with my Immolation Flamer, and +4 range, and 4s do mortal wounds, up to 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And you're firing at
This unit of
this
Vanguard over
Vanguard
here.
over here. There's a lot of Vanguard there. Very
my
nice.
Cannoneers is still knocking about, so let's see if I can get one of those command points back on a 5 or a 6. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So I've only spent 2, which is significant because I have a strat in mind that costs 2 command points to use.
Some would
Oh,
say
I
it's
wonder what
significant.
that is.
What do
Some
you
would
think
say
it
it's
is?
significant there, Beard.
What do you think it is?
Well, we don't want to spoil it, do we?
Don't want to spoil it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so we've got 12 automatic hits
Very nice.
with the Immolation Flamer. Wounding on 2s? They're tough
Yeah,
as 3,
they're
right?
tough as 3.
So you've taken 3 mortal wounds,
Which is nice.
and then you've taken 11 wounds.
Right. That was a thing, wasn't it?
It's 11 wounds there.
Very roast toasty there, Stig.
So
-1.
it's -1.
-1.
They they go to 4s.
Okay.
So you have
It's
killed
not a bad roll, though, is it?
Very good roll.
in total, leaving 14 in the unit.
You got 1 3 in there, Stig.
Oh, sorry.
Now, come on now, Stig. Cheating.
13 in the unit.
Okay. Heavy bolter. I'm
bolter.
going to bolt you heavily. I hit you 3 times because I'm not going through the cover there. And I wound you once.
Stig.
Pause.
Okay, okay. He's rolling pretty hot on those saves there, Beard.
I didn't in the first round, that's why.
Oh, I see. Hold your horses, everyone. We have an update on the Vanguard. Now, actually, you did roll really well on your saves, but you're ignoring AP -1 and 2. Is that correct?
Yeah, with the...
What nonsense is this?
Holy Order Loki on the Manipulus. So looking it back, it was actually only the 1. So actually only 1-3. So it made a difference, but one more has been put back.
So we've replenished those ranks.
We have. So there's 14 left in that unit.
I'm sure Mr. Beard, however, will take away ranks from elsewhere. What are you firing next, Mr. Beard?
Right, we are going to do this exercise. Now, I was toying with using a couple of command points to go and finish off the Iron Striders, but there's only 2 left, so I'm less worried about them now, but I need to start dealing with this flank a bit more. So I'm going to fire instead the Exorcist into the 3 robots down there.
Into these breachers over here?
They're called robots.
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 Okay.
Heavy blotters. I've hit you twice.
Cheeky.
What's their toughness?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. I wound you no times.
Double one.
Don't look at my dice.
Snake eyes.
The Exorcist missile launcher. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, okay.
The average.
Heavy firepower there,
That's
Steve.
nice.
Average.
Heavy firepower, I'm afraid.
I've hit you 5 times.
That's a
Which
lot
is
of hits.
nice.
I've wounded
For you.
you. Less 3 times.
Nice.
3 times.
Minus
What's the
2.
AP?
Are you ignoring a -2 over here, Steve?
No, there are 2 up armor though anyway, so they're on to 4s.
Outrageous. Wow. Wow. Stig. 444. Isn't that exciting, Mr. Beard? Yay.
Say something, Mr. Beard.
It's this Exorcist now, and I don't want to alarm anyone at home, but we're going to see the blast rules kick off as the launchers unleash death on this 14-person Vanguard squad. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's maximum amount of hits, Mr. Beard.
I need to do my tracer fire first.
Tracer fire.
Fire.
Is that a heavy bolter, is it?
Mustn't break the
You are
tradition.
firing through the gantries there. It's a -1.
I've hit
He
you
does
twice.
hit twice nonetheless.
I wound you once.
He's picked up a wound. He does get a 3-up save with his current doctriners and so
No.
forth. Rolls a 1. We do
Yes!
now have a casualty.
1 down.
Very exciting.
Back to 13.
So
Now your maximum blastage.
it's very blasty. So we've got 18 shots with
Yes.
the conflagration missile
Yes, yes, a conflagration.
launcher.
Seeing a number of 3s there, Mr. Beard. I don't want to alarm you.
Number of conflagration. Yes, unfortunately, going through the gantries there at -1. Mr. Beard seems very upset about it. Strength.
Okay, so we've got, that's not bad. So you ignore -2, don't you? So my 6s mean nothing.
Yes. Your 6s mean nothing to me, sir.
It is 9 wounds though.
It's 9 wounds, Stig.
Yeah, it would be 3 at -2 and 8, 9, whatever it is, at -1. No, just roll your dice, Stig.
So
Would you
it's
roll your
3s.
dice, please? Would you roll your dice, please, Stig?
Another 2 die, so it's 3 dead from there.
So it's still an 11-person unit at that point.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Whilst we're in this realm, I'm just going to fire my bolters into them from that unit there because I'm almost finished with my shooting phase now.
Okay.
Blot, 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 blot. 3 hits, 3s to wound. It is 2 more wounds, please.
2 more wounds.
And one's at -1. But it doesn't matter, does it?
They both
you
go
got
through
one
though.
What I wanted to do there.
Down to 9.
Right, I've got
Okay.
one more thing to do, and it's my battle priest.
So it's priest time, is it, Mr. Beard? What's happening?
So I'm going to spend a command point to do his war hymn now.
Yes.
Because it affects for the...
That leaves you on 1 command point, Mr. Beard.
I've got 1 left.
Wow.
I've got 1 left. I do also need to roll for my miracle die, because I did kill a unit, which is a 2. 2 2s, that's fine. They can be burnt for other things, but I don't really want 2s. Oh no, but I can re-roll it because my Palatine is still here.
Yes, yes.
It turns into a 5!
It's a 5. Oh, that's cheeky, that. Cheeky.
I'm going to use his Zealot's Vindication, its shooting profile now. I get 3 automatic hits
Right. Into the raiders.
into
Like
the
that.
dogs.
That's very exciting.
Toughness 4,
Toughness 4 now.
3s to wound. It's 3 wounds at -1.
3 wounds at -1. Oh gosh, they are 4s plus 1, so 3s. Back to 4s.
Yes.
Yay! 1 wound goes through.
1 wound. Very
Wound
good.
goes
That's fine.
through.
And finally, we just got the pistols from the Gemini Superior into the towering chickens. I hit you twice. I wound you once. Oh, and it is a -1.
Cheeky.
It's a -1.
With the hit, did you take into account the -1 to hit me?
Yeah, so I don't hit you either time.
Okay, good.
Folks, we're in the charge phase. The sisters let out a banshee-like scream and they declare a charge on the Skitarii inside the ruins there. Okay, they need a 4.
Die, scum. So my Canoness will go first.
Very nice. Double 6, Mr.
keen.
Bond. Fancy that.
It's potent because she does have her chainsword of many slayings.
Well,
so
that's
she's
appropriate.
keen to get in. The other unit, yes. On a 6, they're both in. So both those units are in. Celestine's already in. The Immolator's already in. We'll move on now to the Battle Sister squad here into the dogs.
Okay.
They can't really fail, luckily, on a 3.
Hold a 3, but that unit will, of course, make it into those dogs there. Okay, next.
The Battle Priest.
Battle Priest.
Oh, he's keen.
Okay.
He's a keen
Very
bean.
cheeky.
And finally,
Yep.
potentially a controversial move here, Stig. But I'm going to spend 2 of my miracle die from my dice pool here, the 6 and the 5, which means that I can make the charge for this Immolator into this unit over here. Now, 1 or 2 things are going to happen. It's going to die from your attacks, and then I will automatically explode it with my last command point, potentially killing these 2 here on the objective, and maybe some of these. Or it won't die, and then I'll get engaged on all fronts for the full complement of points.
And you're allowed to just spend both your miracle die like that?
Yeah, you can only do 1 miracle thing per phase, but as long as you have 1 miracle die, you can do 1 or more to perform one of the actions, which can include a charge roll.
Wow. So you've just used
So,
both
I mean, I've
dice
used
for-
a 6 and a 5,
Yeah, so
which
you've
are
got
pretty
an
useful
11.
for other things.
That's awesome.
And I'm now down to 1 miracle die, but
And it's a 2.
Okay, and it's a 2.
it's the way things must be.
All right, but that automatically now makes a successful charge against those Vanguard. Okay, fantastic. Are there any other charges happening this
That's all the charges done.
Okay, we'll be back then in the fight phase momentarily.
Okay.
It's the fight phase, and we're opening up with the sisters against these cyber doggos.
Yes.
Also known as...
Cerberus Raiders.
Lovely.
The Raiders of the Cerberus.
Okay.
The 4 normal sisters, I hit you twice. I wound you 1 time.
1 time.
And it is a 6, but that means nothing because we are in combat.
Good. I'm glad you clarified that. So, free up
Yep.
makes it.
Okay. And then the Superior, I hit you once. I wound you no times.
Wow.
But,
Okay.
unfortunately, it's now time for the priest.
Yes. Oh, the priest strikes.
Oh, I need
Okay.
to check his stats.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Goodbye.
be right back.
In actual fact, this is a preacher, not a priest. So we're about to preach death onto these Cerberus riders. Here we go.
I mean, Battle Preacher still has a pretty good ring to it.
It does actually.
Right, so I've hit you just twice. So yeah, with the him, I get +1 attack, +1 strength, +1 AP, and if he doesn't die at the end, then he can fight again. So
Exciting.
it's 3s to wound. It's 2 wounds.
Wound there, Stig.
A -3.
-3.
Minus
Double wound
3.
there for
So
this unit.
This will now be 5 up enhanced bionic saves. Makes 1 fails, 1.
So 1's dead.
1's dead.
Okay.
1 is dead. It's damage 2. He's taken 1 so far.
Okay, he's taken 1. Fair enough. We're fighting down here now in the building. Through the ruins of those walls, the Battle Sisters open up against the Skitarii within.
Okay, the Superior first with her chain sword. Reroll the 1 because of the Canoness. It's still a 1. 4s to wound it is 1 wound.
Cheeky.
1 wound there.
1
It
wound.
is not -1 because it's not an Astartes chainsword.
So 3. Loves it.
Very nice. The other Battle Sisters, reroll the 1s. Very good. 4s to wound. It is 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds there for you.
No AP. No. 3s because of Bulwark again. Double 6. Marked for life.
So many 6s.
Marked for life.
Okay, very good. The Canoness will strike into the same 3 because she can't kill all of them by herself. Here we go. I've hit you all the times. It's 2s to wound because this is +2 +1 wound. Yeah, it was -3.
-3.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're onto their bionics save. 6 ups. Of course, this time I don't get any 6s.
Okay.
So do kill 2.
So 2 are dead, but I failed to kill a unit.
Yeah.
Failed to kill a unit.
Fortunately, there are still Skitarii within those ruins. That is proving to be a very frustrating fight. It's time to do battle with the living saint. We have 2 of the dragoons and a stratagem is being used. Mr. Stig, you plan on exploding with those taser little sticks, those chicken herders there.
Yeah, so
is
I
that correct?
used chain taser protocols.
Okay.
That's what it's called now. And the pile-in meant that I could just move closer with 1, getting them nice and close to each other, so we don't have to worry about things. And I get 1 going into the Celestine.
Yep.
Probably the Gemini, and 1 going into the Immolator.
Hey.
So I'll be 4 attacks from each of them, hitting on 3s, but 5s and 6s are 2 additional attacks. So
Very
we'll do
nice.
into Celestine
You're
first.
down to 3 CP now.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that means
That's really hideous. Stig.
Another
Yeah.
6 hits, is it?
That's really
actually, another 6 hits.
isn't that wonderful, Mr. Beard?
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone's having a wonderful time.
2s now.
2s now.
So it did translate a little. I dropped 3. So that is 7 wounds, AP 2, flat damage 2.
Okay, I'm just going to double check how the Gemini take the wounds away. Give me 1 moment.
Okay. All right. 4 up saves, is it?
4 up saves.
On the Gemini, is it?
Here we go. So 1. No, they're both dead.
Damage 2, yeah.
Killed them
Oh my
both.
goodness.
Flat
Both
damage
two?
Gemini.
Flat damage 2, yeah.
Okay, so 1's dead, another 1's dead, and then it's 2 wounds on Celestine
Because of the minus damage.
Of the minus, so I should have actually rolled that separate. Oh no, it wouldn't matter because they've all got the same save anyway.
Yeah.
So she's taken. So both Geminis are dead, and she's taken 2 wounds.
Nice.
Taking 2 wounds, but again, she's so resilient because of this reduction of damage. Absolutely hideous.
That's 1 Dragoon, though. Imagine what a bigger unit could have done.
I would
I've already seen.
rather not. Rather not. The Gemini have fallen at Celestine's feet, but we still have 1 more Dragoon to attack, and this time it's on the Immolator. Mr. Stig, rolling. Stratagem still in effect. No 5s and 6s this time, however. Okay.
It will be wounding on 3s.
Yep.
One
up one wound
wound.
there.
I'm going to use the Benediction. I should use one of those. Sorry, Benediction and Mars to reroll both of those.
Okay.
Forgive me.
Okay.
So
Double 6. Fancy that.
Hang on, what are you doing?
So I have my Mars Doctrine
Yes.
to reroll one of the.
Now, what are you attacking?
The Immolator.
The Immolator.
Oh, right.
So yeah, and I.
What?
use
That was from 1.
Yeah, and
Right.
my
Okay.
Benediction.
That was both.
From 1, Mr. Beard. Yeah.
Okay. So that's that. So those are all, that one's wounded. I'm re-rolling the failed wound with the Benediction. Okay, so those are, and now these are the additional exploding hits.
Okay.
Is everybody clear what's going on?
Okay.
Is everybody clear what's going on?
Yes.
Such
Or
a
have I
stupid
confused
unit.
things? And so that's 8 wounds at AP2.
That's
flat
8 wounds
damage
from
2.
1 of those Dragoons there, Mr. Beard.
It is dead.
Oh
It
my
is
goodness.
very dead.
Mr. Beard whiffed.
Doesn't explode.
Oh, it does as
Does
well.
explode,
Oh, it's
okay.
a cheeky 6.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
wow.
Interesting.
That's good for
Boom!
me.
Goes the Immolator.
let's see if it gets the-
Let's measure that up and
Celestine.
we'll
Doesn't get
allocate.
Celestine.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
D3 on your Dragoons.
So D3 on the Dragoons there. And it's...
This one.
That's
How
nice.
disappointing. Oh well.
That combat's not over yet, though, because we have Gemini that can do what?
So the what's it called? Thingy, martyred thingy. The right of battle.
Yes.
On a 6, you take a mortal wound. No, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Right. Celestine will now strike you back.
Okay.
Apparently it's -1 to hit.
Yep. Incense burners. It's a thing.
It did make a little bit of a
Okay,
difference,
so
but not
she
too
misses
much.
with 1, but
I'm
could be
strength
worse.
7, so it'll be 3s to wound.
The Living Saints.
Okay,
she
so I've
rolls
done
2 twos and does
3 wounds. 2 of them is just flat 2 mortal wounds, and then you've got 2 saves to make at -4.
So he's down to 3 wounds.
Yes.
And then I've got 2 6-up bionic saves. Saves 1,
Okay.
and 1 goes through.
Okay.
Was it 2 damage?
So I've done 4 in total. If
Cool.
you
So
fail one
yeah,
save.
he's down to 1 wound.
1 wound left.
Still alive on 1 wound. Oh dear. Who let the dogs out? It was in fact Stig.
Oh.
Anyway, so we've got 5 attacks with the same.
Right, you're attacking.
Hitting on 4s.
Yes.
I
It was an
will.
aggressive roll, Stig.
It was, wasn't it? I'm going to use Mars reroll and a Benediction reroll.
Wow,
So
they all hit.
And then toughness
They all hit,
3.
Toughness
So 3s because they're strength 4.
3
with
wounds?
the savers. 3 wounds at AP 1.
They all hit, Beard.
1 is dead.
Where's dead?
Do I punch you back? I do!
1 inch punch.
Before death, one of them punches you through the brain, you take an immortal wound.
Nice. Doggo down to 1 wound. Those doggos are going to strike back though because they're so incensed by that 1 inch punch.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Rabbit.
And they've hit once and 3s. Sorry, it was 4s, but yes, they did wound on 5.
Any minus?
No minus on that.
She's fine. So 1 is slain.
Very nice. It's time for this immolator to make short work of the Vanguard, or will it?
Fear it!
Attacks here, the tracks crushed under track.
Don't worry about it.
No. Okay, we now have the Vanguard. Mr. Stig, what will be happening here?
10 attacks, because we've got the Alpha in there. There'll be rerolling rolls because the Dominus now updates that.
Yep.
No ones to reroll. I'll reroll one with the Mars Dogma, and may as well do the Benediction as well. That's failed.
Unfortunately, you used up all of your 6s there.
Yeah,
Very
seems like
unfortunate,
Could be
isn't
a
it?
problem. Could be a problem.
Could be a big old problem.
It is going to be 6s to wound.
Got three sixes
wounds.
there.
Could be a problem.
No AP.
No AP?
No AP.
Okay, here we go. Have you got anything else to attack? The immolator.
No.
So I'm going to use my last command point to reroll that too. Good.
And he makes the save.
Just so I can get the extra point for engage.
Okay.
Well,
so
it would only have been 1 damage, so you wouldn't have died.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Wanna
so
keep-
Well, no, I kind of want it to be alive anyway.
You
But
Well, it's definitely alive. It would be alive.
I have my command point back, please.
You have your command
Thank
point
you.
back. Put it
have your
down to
command
1
point
wound.
back. He didn't spend the command point. Well done, Mr. Beard.
Well done.
You get engaged. Well done, you.
guess what?
Right.
Preacher time, baby! He gets to attack again because he got his Psalm of Righteous Smiting.
Yes, yes.
Okay?
He was a bit underwhelming first time though. You've built this up. It was
a bit,
exciting.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're going to do better this time.
The Zealot's Vindication. I think you once.
Wow.
Well, he hits on 4s. There we go. Right. It's -3.
Right.
On the doggos.
What is the strength of that weapon?
It's +1 strength, so it's strength 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. It would have been a 2. No, it wouldn't change now. It would have been a 3. Good. I'm making sense to me, and I saved. No, yes, I did because they have enhanced bionics now, which is a 5
5
up
round
in
save, do they?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's-
Instead of the 6 up bionics.
That's really unpleasant, isn't that? Lovely. We're back over here now on the left flank to the fighting across the ruined walls, even. Not
Walls.
rules. What we have are a bunch of Skitarii, which are attacking those sisters. Let's do this.
So we've got the Alpha first of all. He's got his 2 attacks into the sisters. He hits you twice. He is
Ow.
angry.
Yeah, right.
Wounds
Wounds you twice.
as
Very
well.
nice.
No AP though.
No AP. You get 2 of them. Okay. Do I hit you back with my 1-inch punch of death? I do. Take a mortal wound, please. He's dead. You kill me, I'll punch you in the head and blow it up.
He was a warrior though. He's gonna
Not
be
anymore.
getting upgraded.
Now he's dead.
No, he
Deaded.
will savor his organic parts and build some more.
Now
Look
he's
at the
deaded.
martyrs here, thank you.
Okay.
So the other unit, they hit all of the
What is
times.
happening?
These are obviously combat Mechanicus here.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Combat protocols.
really. Okay, strength 3 against toughness 3, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Hop. You kill another one,
Killed another.
but no 1-inch punch that time. So you kill
okay.
3.
Wow. So that would be a potential morale issue
Yeah.
momentarily. How many Skitarii are in that ruin there, Stig?
3 left, but they haven't lost any this turn from that unit, so they are fine.
Yeah, and now as a result, having lost 3 of those sisters, there is absolutely no contest on that objective.
There is. There's my canoness is back there.
Oh, is your Canoness
Yeah,
back
Canis
there?
is there.
but
I've
your
got more
troops-
Obsec.
He's
So,
got
yeah.
troops, right? Yeah, so, okay.
That's really annoying!
Wow, that's a big old problem for the Sororitas. Is that the fight phase complete?
That is everything done.
Okay, shall we just do the morale then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's nice. Boop. I'll just use my.
Going to use the 2 because you can do that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And you get
per phase.
secondary for that as well, don't you? Because it's an act of faith.
Yes. That's another point for
You've
me.
scored some points.
I
Well
have.
done, Mr. Beard.
Well done, me.
Okay. And,
Oh, and I get a miracle die back because I've lost a U. Did you kill a unit?
Actually, no. No, you didn't.
No,
Didn't kill a
He
unit.
hasn't actually killed a unit.
Didn't kill a unit.
There'll be a morale required for those Vanguard down there. They took.
yeah.
Oh no! They're immune.
they
now.
all-
Well, you
Automatically
say
pass,
2
don't they?
things. So the Raiders can't fail because they
Yep.
would have had to do, but they've only lost 1 and they've got an extra leadership for the enhanced data tether. When I piled in with the Vanguard, I came within 3, so I can now do acquisition of at all costs, which has changed from the new book, and it now just means they automatically pass morale, which is very nice.
Okay, because they're within 3 of that Dominus, which is just behind that wall there. Okay.
Oh, sorry, and 3 of the objective as well.
Oh, of the objective. Okay,
need, yeah.
Understood. Right, well then that marks the end of the turn. You'll see the points coming up on the screen. Looks like it's a savage little game. Let's see what happens next. It's turn 2 for the Mechanicus, and we're in the command phase, although we've started doing some moving, but we thought we'd just rewind to the command phase. Mr. Stig, what are you doing?
So Tech Priest Manipulus, with his Logi Holy Order, has put the Ignore AP 1 and 2 on the Vanguard. They were here, so they were in range.
Yes.
I just started to move afterwards
Yep.
because I was silly. He also put the extra range and, importantly, extra AP on the galvanic rifles in this unit here. So they're going to be able to do some stuff. The Techno Archaeologist has used his ability to make this servitor unit allow him to do actions and shoot without making that action fail.
Okay.
And then the Skitarii Marshal over here, because this unit gained the data tether rule before, they had improved morale, but also he's now going to let them fall back and shoot with no penalty.
Okay.
So that's pretty nice as well.
Okay, so lots happening in the command phase there. We'll be back at the end of the movement phase. Movement phase turn 2 for the Adeptus Mechanicus now complete. We have the Breachers moving through the crater line of this bombed out city towards the center of the battlefields. More Breachers splitting off here on the left flank next to that 1 wound Immolator, whilst the Skitarii have fallen back from combat. We do have the Cerberus Doggos over there still in combat with the Sisters, and then over here on the right flank this unit has fallen back from the Mighty Canoness and the single Sister on the other side of the wall. We do however have Cognis Chicken Walkers coming round with twin laser cannons ready to unleash death. Plus his, this is a Skitarii Marshal, is it?
Yeah, so this
Mr.
is the
Marshal is ready to do Mr. Buffing, no doubt. Over here, Celestine has been left alone as one of the taser, what are they actually called? Dragoons, right?
Yeah,
yes, exactly. As one of the taser Dragoons moves away from her, along with his friends there. However, they did contest that objective, and it should be noted that Stig got all 15 points for the primary, holding 1, 2, and in fact more than the Sororitas.
Yeah,
brutal stuff.
Losing those Sisters was a massive blow.
It was a big old blow, wasn't it?
You got the extra 5 points, and you got the extra points for that special objective.
Yes,
yeah,
he's going to have that secondary objective at the end of this turn, plus he got the triple raise the banners as well this command phase. So pretty nasty stuff there. I think you're rocking like 23 points, but you'll see the points come up on the screen. Okay, we will no doubt have a big shooting phase ahead of us. Let's see what Stig can do to this armoured Sororitas force. We have 2 galvanic rifles from the Rangers here firing at, through the walls, Stig, the Immolator.
Yes.
Okay.
So because they haven't moved, so they're hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the Dominus, and because the Logi from the Manipulus gave them an extra AP, they're AP2 now.
Ouch.
So hopefully we can get some hits first of all. We've got 3 so far and we've re-rolled. That one is a fail. So we're strength 4, so 5s and 6s.
Oh, 3
saves at -2.
What is that? -2, so we're needing 5s and 6s here.
He's failed all 3. That would mean the Immolator is in fact destroyed.
Yeah, do I
Like
want
an opening salvo in this Mechanicus turn 2. My goodness.
I think I want to automatically blow it up.
Do you?
Well, that would be cheeky. You would get the Breachers. You would in fact get the Rangers that just shot you, plus
Yeah, I
essentially
could
both the
move
characters.
out of way of the Vanguard
And
either.
those Vanguards.
It's a 6-inch explosion, isn't
It'd
it?
be a pretty savage.
I'm gonna spend my last command.
Oh, he spent his last command point.
My
He is
last one.
automatically exploding. So is it D3 mortal wounds?
It is.
Okay, so let's do this by the numbers.
So we'll do it on the Breachers.
Yeah.
1 is dead.
Woo! Wow.
We'll do it on the Vanguard. 1 is dead. Again.
Okay.
What's behind the building over
So
there?
there's 2 Rangers.
Okay, the Rangers are dead.
There
wow,
were 2
kills
Rangers.
them.
They
Wow.
kind of, you know.
Yeah, anything else?
There's 2 characters there. So you've got the Manipulus first.
The Manipulus takes 1.
I won't mark it up because he'll repair it next
That's
time.
fine. And the other one takes 2.
2. And again, I'll have to do D3 back on him, but it's fine.
Okay, and then finally the Vanguard. We rolled for those.
We did 1 on
They've
the
taken
one.
Okay, brilliant stuff. That was a vicious explosion. We'll mark that up and remove models and be back. We have the Cerberus Riders now, opening up with a pistol salvo into whom?
So the Alpha is going to, sorry, Princeps Alpha? Alpha is going to fire his Arco Revolver into the Priest. It's flat damage 2.
I like it.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hit on freeze.
He misses.
Never mind.
That was a great check.
Mars reroll.
Mars reroll. Okay, he does.
Oh,
there we go.
Hit there.
Strength 5, so winning on freeze.
He rolls a 1.
Benediction reroll.
Wow.
For the Canticle.
This is ridiculous. How many rerolls do you
still
get?
a 1. So it's
How many rerolls do you get?
So many rerolls.
I know.
How many?
Rerolling.
That many.
It's now time for these breachers to exorcise this exorcist. It's this one right here. He's opening up with a deadly salvo. Mr. Stig, roll
Torsion
your
cannon.
dice. The torsion cannon rolls a 2.
Mars reroll.
He gets a 3. Okay.
Heavy arc rifles. Both hits.
Ooh, couple of hits there.
Wounds automatically on a fork. It's the vehicle.
Oh.
2 wounds. AP2. Flat damage. 2.
Does it have haywire at all?
No,
not
it's
on a
just
6. Okay.
no.
I passed one, I failed one.
Okay. All right.
damage.
Okay. So
Down
2
to
wounds
9.
there on the exorcist, but it is still very much alive. Prepare to be galvanized. We do have 3 rangers here with their rifles. They can still fire despite falling back because of the Warlord traits that the Marshal has, correct?
Yeah, so in my command phase,
This guy here.
gave them the ability to fall back and still shoot. I read it as being that they'll still take the minus from the having moved.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
So they're hit on 4s.
Still a heavy weapon.
I'll
That's
use a
3
Mars
hits.
reroll and a
That's
Benediction
4 hits.
reroll.
Wow, 4 hits there. Extraordinary stuff.
And
is this
strength
into the
4
lone?
into the Battle Sisters.
Into the Battle Sisters.
And I'll use 1 Benediction.
Does get 1 wound.
1 wound at AP1.
It's very hard to keep up with what's going on here. They're fine.
However, the power armor
Finally powers up.
finally powers up. Exactly, they are alive. It's time for the Skitarii Marshal to show us what he's made of. What is he
not
made
a lot,
of?
to be honest. It's a Radium Serpenter. It's a single shot hitting on a 2. He is a Mars unit, so he'll reroll that.
Okay.
He hits.
He does get the hit.
He doesn't get the automatic wound, so he actually has to roll to wound, which will be on a 4.
Rude. Marked for death there. It's cheeky
AP.
6.
No AP.
No AP.
None.
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 Faith is strong. You roll a 6.
Should have faith. Pew.
I like it a lot.
Pew,
Do you know
pew.
what you're going to be firing next, Stig?
Yeah, we're going to come over to the first unit of breachers in the centre.
Not the robots.
They're firing everything into this rhinoceros.
Yep.
Robots
Back,
into the
robots.
rhinoceros. Okay, let's do it.
Torsion cannon.
Torsion.
Hits.
Okay.
Wounds on a 3.
Picks up the wound. What's the AP?
AP4.
AP4, there's no
Shield of
save.
Faith.
Shield of Faith.
Not quite.
Rolls a 5. Ooh.
D3 plus 3. So it's 4 wounds.
Okay, 4 damage on that rhinoceros, but
left.
it is still alive. Okay, the next arc rifles, is it?
Heavy arc rifles. I'm going to use the Mars reroll and a Benediction reroll.
3 hits. Extraordinary power here. We're getting a nice
Wounding
display
on
of the
a-
Admech.
wounding on a
Mr.
4.
Beard's brain is melting.
All
That
4
is a
wounds.
triple wounds.
AP2, flat damage 2.
4 wounds, you say?
3 wounds.
3 wounds, you say?
3 wounds, I said.
I saved 2 of them.
It's AP2, so it would
AP2.
only be,
I saved one of
it'd be
them.
1 save there, Mr.
Got 2
Beard.
wounds left.
Damage.
2 wounds left there. Very interesting. We have a second unit of breachers splitting their fire now, a split between the Rhino and the Battle Sisters on the objective there. Here we go.
So torsion cannon goes into the Rhino.
Misses
Reroll
so
with
far.
the Mars reroll.
Mars reroll.
Still misses.
Still misses. Okay.
Heavy arc rifles.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of the Benediction rerolls. Kill.
3 hits this time.
And wounding on 2s.
He does pick up 3 wounds.
3
3
wounds.
wounds.
AP2.
AP2. Hup.
Oh, wow. Triple save. Impressive.
Okay.
Time for the Iron Striders. Their Cognis las cannons opening up across the way here. It is through the gantry, so -1 to hit, but they can spot that Exorcist. Past the ruin. Here we go.
And they have the Skitarii Marshal rerolls, the Mars Dogma rerolls, and the Benediction on Messiah rerolls.
Isn't that great, Beard?
I mean, it's quite
Everything for the
ridiculous.
Admech.
It's quite ridiculous. Okay, so they will wound hit on 4s.
a -1,
So I will
yep.
use the Skitarii Marshal reroll the 1, misses, and I'll
Misses.
use the Mars reroll. So 3
3 hits. Okay.
And 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
AP3.
Okay. Cheeky.
AP3.
Looking for some
Need
sixes,
some sixes here.
No, not a
sixes.
1.
Saw it. Okay,
Not
so
a 1.
it's 9 damage automatically, and they have 11 wounds now?
Yes.
Wow.
So he's dead.
So he's dead, because that's maths.
Does it blow up?
Does it blow up? It rolls a 4.
Damn it.
That Exorcist went bye-bye. Those Cognis are very good, aren't they? Trying to imitate the Dracari. We had it first. It's the charge phase. The Breachers will now attempt to tractor their way through the crater and charge the Rhinoceros. They would normally need a 5, but with -2, it's a 7. Good luck, Mr. Stig. He rolls a 7
Exactly what you
on
needed.
the button.
Beautiful.
I saw the 1, I was like, no!
Those Breachers have made the charge. However, we're going to do a quick little rewind because, of course, these characters can actually fire. Stig forgot to fire them. We're just going to quickly rewind into the shooting phase.
Apologies, everyone. I
You're
can
going to be
sort
firing.
of not
That's
really see
what?
them. I can see through the windows through to this, and they also stood still.
Yep.
So the Dominus first is going to fire his Volkite blaster,
Okay.
hitting on 2s.
Kill me.
He's going to
2
use a
hits.
Mars reroll.
Funny that.
It's still fine.
It still misses anyway.
It's strength 6, but 6s are 2 mortal wounds, so which is quite nice.
Okay.
No,
So he gets a single wound.
no wound, no AP. It is
No
flat
AP?
2 damage if it goes through.
Damn you!
He does actually. What's the damage?
2 damage.
Wow,
now.
okay.
It is
Down
2
to 7
damage now.
wounds
Yes,
now.
it is 2 damage.
7 left.
Okay, next.
And the Manipulus with his Magnarail lance
Magnificent.
is going to
very
hit on
clever.
2s. It's strength 7 against toughness 7, so 4s. No,
Fails to
benediction reroll.
Does get the wounds. Minus.
AP3, flat 3 damage if it goes through.
Okay.
Shoot a faith. Damn it.
No. Oh, okay. Cheeky that. So it's got
4
4
wounds
wounds left now.
Integrated now.
Right, now your shooting phase is done, Stig.
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's
Do you want
done.
to
Now we're
re-roll
gonna go
anything
back.
else?
I mean,
So we're going to go to charge phase now. Okay, these Breachers are
These Breachers
charging
charging-
those Battle Sisters just past the gantries. Here we go. Needs
they
a
need a
7.
7.
He gets exactly a 7.
Another 7.
He gets
Incredible.
exactly a 7.
Incredible.
How ominous can you get? That's 2 7s in the charge phase. Are there going to be any other charges this phase?
There are indeed. The las cannons are going to charge into those battle sisters.
Okay, so the Cognis las cannons there from the Iron Striders.
They
Okay, here we go.
can't fail. And they
They
definitely-
also roll a 7. 777.
So weird.
Lucky for some, they say.
Yeah.
Hey?
More charges, Stig?
No, I'm going to leave it that. I'm not going to put the Marshal in because you could heroically intervene and you would kill him.
Well, I'm going to intervene into your rangers with my canoness.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's
Cheeky.
okay. I'm all right with that.
Very cheeky.
Yeah.
We're in the fight phase, turn 2 for the Mechanicus. It's Breacher time. They will attempt to bring down the Rhino, which has only got a few wounds left anyway. Let's do this.
12 attacks because of the arc claws hitting on 4s. And we will get... I keep checking it because I'm sort of like the Mars document is so powerful,
Yes.
but a reroll.
My rules
So
are
no
so
one-
good, I have to check them. I'm just bitter because I haven't got any new models.
Yeah. Hey, I got 1 new model, right?
I'm joking.
Yeah.
And wounding on 4s automatically because it's a vehicle.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's a lot of
Unfortunately,
wounds
Stig,
there.
that's only 5.
It's only 5 wounds.
AP3.
And
Well, luckily-
you only need to make 5
Unfortunately,
60s.
Stig.
And this is damage 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes, dead.
Against
Unfortunately, your Rhinoceros is dead.
Does it blow up?
Does it blow up?
No.
Okay.
I've got my thingy inside.
Oh, no. Was she the only one in there?
The only one in there, so
Oh,
that's
no,
3
she's
points for you.
dead.
You took assassinate, didn't you?
Oh, no.
Didn't take assassinate.
No, he didn't
yeah.
take
I
assassinate.
don't care then, that's
Yeah, it's
fine.
fine.
Okay, but she's dead.
She's dead now.
Dear, and
I got
the
a point
Rhino's
for
dead.
the vehicle though.
Great.
Yeah, bring it down. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. It's Breacher time over here on the left flank now. They attack the Battle Sisters in combat with the Cerberus.
Just going to do my
Riders.
piling, so I didn't do that because I want to go this way just in case I get lucky and I can tag him.
Yep, sure.
I will
just 3 hits.
use a Mars reroll.
Let's reroll. Still
don't get
only
any
3
more
hits.
rerolls. It's enough.
You're forbidden from using any more rerolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now 2s.
Yep.
3 wounds, AP3.
3 dead.
Okay.
Do any of them
ouch.
punch you back in the face? You
One
take a
does.
mortal
Does.
wound.
Very nice.
Take your eye.
Very useful ability, that.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
I like it a lot.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, but are there? Is that the entire unit wiped? I believe it is.
No, we've got two left.
Oh, you've got two left. Sorry, forgive me. Yes. Okay, fair enough.
Excuse me.
What's happening next in this fight phase?
So we will do the
Your-
Iron Striders. I just
yes.
need to double check their rules. 'cause they have
Okay,
changed.
we'll be back. We have the Iron Striders ready to do a line dance over those Battle Sisters. Will they survive? Lots of attacks and no doubt rerolls too. Here we go.
It's only 4 attacks.
Yeah, 4 attacks.
Hitting on freeze.
He hits with all 4. Hits with all 4 there, Beard.
They're strength 5, not 6 actually, so it's freeze rerolling ones because the Marshal.
Okay, can re-roll the 1. He's got a Marshal in there. Still only gets the 2 wounds, but there are only 2 Battle Sisters left. I like.
Powerful armor saves. Okay, one's alive.
1 is slain.
Do I punch you in the face? No, I don't.
No, they do not.
My
Okay.
superior is alive.
All right, that's all of the Mechanicus struck this fight phase, I believe.
Is that
But we
you-
will
you
see
finished?
some attacks
Are you
back.
done?
I think it's happened.
I don't want to hit anymore.
You'll get to hit back now, Mr. Beard. Who would you like to start
Yes,
with?
you get to choose now.
I'm going to start off with my... Well, you've got nothing to attack me with at all.
Well,
now,
he
do you?
does have these guys, but
They can't attack anything. They fell back.
You fought me, so I'll get to fight you
Yes,
back.
but-
and also
but-
I've got the Raiders.
I'm going
as
to
well.
start with my Canoness.
yes.
Here we go. Right, 4 attacks. I hit you on 2s. I've hit you 3 times.
3 times.
I'm wounding you on 2s. I wound you 3 times. One's at -4, 2 are at -3.
Okay, so
No rerolls for you!
no, but they're minus how many? Sorry, minus
The
2.
one at -4 and one at -3.
So the one at -4 is a 6 up bionic save. He makes it.
Makes.
They're at 3 up armor at the moment because of Bulwark.
So 5 ups.
Opponents, so 5 ups on these 2, and makes another one. So 1 dies.
You're telling me that that Canoness only kills 1 of those Rangers?
Ridiculous.
Wow. Unfortunately, now they get to use the butts of their galvanic rifles and try and hurt the Canoness. That's very
No
unpleasant.
hurting here, please.
Well, there may be some hurting. We're starting
some
off with 3 attacks hitting on 4s.
Why did 2 of
hits.
them... Oh, because one's a thingy.
One's an alpha, yeah.
Any rerolls there?
I can reroll one of those with Mars,
You surprised me.
but he doesn't, so that's fine. And it will be wounding on. You're still toughness 3, right? Yeah, so 4s.
Got a wound there.
Wound there.
Armor of
save
Faith.
there. Oh, she does take a wound.
Wow.
How?
Wow. Okay, what next? What are we studying?
My priest!
Yes, your
Battle priest!
Yes, you'll get to
My
attack.
priest of battle! I hit you once.
Wow.
I wound you once. -3.
Minus 3, so 5 up enhanced bionic save. Goes through.
Good.
Kills that one.
Yes.
Finally kill one of those riders
Killed
there.
him.
Very nice. Killed him dead. Any other attacks?
Do I get to attack now?
It's your. You
Am
can
I
dog me
allowed?
back. Yes.
Okay. Right. So 3 attacks from the saber into the battle system. I'm going to put everything into the battle
I think it's pronounced Sabre.
It's not, you know.
Carry on.
Sabre.
4s. Mars reroll.
2 hits
2
there.
hits. Freeze. Benediction reroll. No.
Just the 1 wound.
1
Who's
at
this
-1.
into?
This is into the battle system.
The sisters. -1, you say.
Yes.
She's fine.
Cool.
Okay.
And the doggo hits once. Woof. Does not wound.
Oh, that's a shame. Right, I'm gonna hit you back with them now. I'm gonna do all the attacks at the same time. You ready? Prepare to die. I'll do it instead of the robots actually.
They're toughness 5, remember?
I don't care because he can attack again. I hit you twice. I wound you 5 and 6s 1 time.
What's the AP?
None.
2.
Fine.
Wow.
6.
Fine.
Stylish.
Right. Nothing else to fight, right?
Nope.
Battle priest. Ha! I hit you 3 times there, Stig. I hit you 3 times there, Stig. I wound you 3 times there,
3
Stig.
I'm
wounds.
guessing this is into my doggo, right?
Yes.
And so that's AP 3, did we say? 5 up in vulnerable saves.
Oh, he fails all 3 of his saves.
So that's him gone.
Yay!
Wow, that
Yay.
battle breacher really did do the business there, finally cutting down, single-handedly in fact, both of those Cerberus doggos. I like it. That's it, it's the end of battle round 2, and it's a pretty close game. Stig does still have Taraxi sterilizers in reserve, however, which he could bring down in his next turn, but not before we go into battle round 3 and Sisters turn 3. You will pick up, you're holding 2 primary objectives there, Beard, so you will pick up 5 points for that.
Contested over there.
Contested over there, that's correct, with those Dragoons versus Celestine and I believe a Canoness just behind there.
Yes.
So what we have is you're going to be on 30 points, whereas Stig, you're actually on 31 points, having picked up another secondary over here and across to bring it down on the primaries that you scored across this battle round. Close stuff, but we will have Adepta Sororitas turn 3 coming up next. He needs a big turn. He needs to reduce this firepower. It's the beginning of battle round 3. Just before the command phase, we've got some canticle action happening here. Stig, talk us through it.
So I'm not using an Indoctrine because I don't want any of the negatives this turn.
Yep.
They were okay last time. I don't want to use them this time. But I am going to use Invocation of Machine Might as the canticle, which means every time I advance and charge, I roll an additional d6 and discard the lowest.
Very nice.
So that might come up when it comes to my turn. We'll find out.
Okay. Anything in your command phase there, Mr. Beard?
Yeah, so Celestine is going to start an action, which is her Healing Tears. So she's going to bring back one of her Gemini at the end of my shooting phase. So I can't...
Can't move?
Oh, no, actually... No, I'm not going to do that, actually. I'm going to save that for later. So she's just going to stay there.
Okay.
I need to do my war hymns.
Yep.
So my Dialogus is going to do the Psalm of Righteous Smiting.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. So essentially, you pick a unit within 12 inches and it's D3 mortal wounds on the roll of a 3. It does go off.
Oh, goes off 2.
3 mortal wounds. It's 2.
It's 2, and one of them was only on 2. Kills a Breacher, very decent.
My Preacher here, I'll do his 2. So he's going to do his war hymn, first of all, on himself.
Yep.
On a 3. That doesn't go off, but that's fine. Then he'll do his Super Preacher power, which does go off on a 6.
Okay,
Lovely.
So that's the command phase done. So Celestine is not taking an action in the command phase, so she will be free to move normally.
Yeah,
and Beard gains a command point, putting him back on 1.
Yeah, and my Miracle Die for the beginning of the turn was a 6.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Let's see what they do in the movement phase. It's turn 3, movement phase now complete. We have had a slight change of heart from Mr. Beards, as one of the Gemini does in fact come back from the salty tears of Celestine, the living saint. So he did end up doing that action. Such a powerful ability that, but she will not be able to move. As you can see, she hasn't, and she will not be able to shoot this turn, but could charge as per normal. We do have some Battle Sisters which have emerged over here, ready to take back that objective. Canoness remains in combat with the 2 Rangers, and the lone Battle Sister, did she fall back out of combat with those Iron Striders? Okay,
yes.
Wonderful. Over here we have Battle Sisters and the War Preacher still in combat with that Breacher. We have Rhino with the Dialogus inside, which has moved into position against those Rangers there, or rather the Vanguard. Over here we have an Exorcist or 2, plus a whole bunch of Battle Sisters in the tree line. So this needs to be an important turn for Mr. Beard. He needs to take back some objectives. He needs to lay down some withering firepower. We wish him luck for the Emperor. We have an Exorcist all the way past the ruin over here. Just zooming in to see it. There he is. The Exorcist will be opening up just past the ruin into this Iron Strider unit. Can just get a bit of line of sight there. So here we go.
The heavy bolt is actually going to go into this unit here.
Okay.
To see if I can finish that last wound off. And the missile launch is going to go into there.
Got
so
it.
we'll do the heavy bolters first.
Let's do it.
-1 to hit because of their incense.
Stupid incense is 1 hit. And it is a wound. It's -1.
-1, which means goes to force. Makes it.
Right, 3d3 on the Exorcist missile launches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the blast number. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 4s. Okay, so we only got 3 hits there. Wounding on 3s. I am going to spend a command point.
Okay.
Okay,
so it's back down to 0.
Wounds. One is at -3, one is at -2.
Cool. So they will, one will be at 5 up, which is the -2 one, goes through, and then the one at 6 up for Bionics, they both go through.
Goes through.
So I'm going to use my 6 for the damage roll. So one is dead.
Does he blow
Ooh.
up? He does not.
He implodes.
T'other one.
Is it-
Oh, wow. Just a
dear.
1.
Oh dear.
That's okay. One being gone is good for me.
The second Exorcist now can also just draw a bead onto this Iron Strider, but not without going through that tree line. So it will be at a -1.
Indeed.
The Heavy Bolter will fire at the Breachers instead.
Yes.
Here we go.
Right, we'll do the Heavy Bolter first. I hit you twice. I wound you 1 time.
1 time.
Just the one.
So
once.
AP1, so 3 up save. Makes it on a 5.
Very
good.
Save. Okay.
3d6
Conflagration.
shots. 3d6 shots. 8, 9, 10. Yay.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not bad.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go.
10 shots coming in hot. Ooh! It is an ugly roll. It is almost entirely
Might
ones
be
and
the worst
twos.
roll I've ever done.
Wow.
And I failed to
it
wound.
finishes with a 1 to wound. Oh my goodness, Mr. Beard.
Wow.
The Gemini, which has just been revived now, lobs a crack grenade into those Dragoons.
Die!
-1, 2 hits.
Minus
Stupid
1, and
minus
she
1.
misses.
The Canoness.
Canoness
in
behind the wall there
crater,
does
she
score a
hit.
hit. Can she score a wound? No,
No.
she cannot. Savage stuff.
Okay.
Any other shooting, Mr. Beard? I'm sure there
Got
is.
some pistols over here.
Yeah, we've got this unit over here. We're going to do a crack grenade into the Iron Strider, and then we've got the heavy. I wish they were heavy bolters. The normal
Regular
bolters,
bolters.
into him as well.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, so he's minus 1 as well.
No, he's not.
He's not minus
Yes,
1.
because he's not a Dragoon.
Okay.
Okay.
5s and 6s.
Couple
2
of
wounds
wounds there. Not bad.
2 wounds.
No AP, so 3s. Makes them both.
Okay. The crack grenade is a miss.
Yes.
reroll
Okay.
Okay.
Any other shooting?
We've got these bolters down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is both the units at the same time.
Who are they firing at, Beard?
Sorry, into the robots over here. That's all they
Yes,
can see.
The Breachers. Okay.
So we have 4 hits and no wounds.
No wounds on the Breachers.
It's not going well. This is not going well at all.
going well at all.
I think that's my shooting phase done.
Stormbolter here and pistols here.
Yeah, we'll do the pistols into combat, into the robot. I hit you twice. I wound you once.
Okay.
Just a wound.
No AP on those pistols, though, is it? 2 up. Makes it.
Cool.
Makes that
And then the
2.
Stormbolter into the Vanguard. 3 hits and 3 wounds. 1's at -1, 2 are at -none.
So it'll ignore the -1 because they're the one that the Loki went onto. So 3, 4 up saves because they're
Yep.
not in cover. 1 goes through.
Okay.
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 Does that conclude your shooting?
Oh, plasma pistol from my Canoness into the thingies that
Oh,
she's in combat
perfect,
with.
yeah.
So 1, because I can't re-roll.
Wow.
What a terrible turn!
Oh dear.
Terrible
That
turn.
was not the turn he was looking for. He
Okay.
does, however, have a charge phase coming up.
Yeah.
Perhaps he can find a little bit more luck in the fight phase. We're in the charge phase. Mr. Beard,
We're searching for better.
we're searching for better.
Searching
How
for
are we
better.
kicking this off?
Right, we're going to start off with, well, my Palatine's going to charge into your fellas here. She can't fail, but I'm going to roll it anyway. Lovely, it's a 5.
Okay.
We're going to charge in with Celestine and her Gemini. On a 6, they're in.
6, we'll just make it, yeah.
We're going to, the priest can't really fail, but I mean, he's in.
Yep.
The Rhino, I will roll for this because I would like a bit more movement. It's a 3, that's fine,
Okay,
which he is in. And then finally, these sisters are going to charge into Mr. Strider-Man over there. On a 12, they're eager.
I would expect that they make it.
Eager beavers.
Lovely. The Living Saint has flown into combat. She descends on angelic wings. Will she decapitate one of those dragoons? Maybe 2. Who
Hope
knows?
so.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure you do. Mr. Beard.
We'll start
Okay.
off with the Gemini because 1's on 1 wound.
Okay.
Hitting you on 3, 4's actually on her. Oh, she hit you all times.
Wow.
5s and 6s to wound.
Shame,
no wounds.
shame.
That's
That could have been a big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, well, it would have been useful. Celestine. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
dear. Triple 1 there.
3's to wound.
Oh no, Beard, you
Okay.
whiffed.
So it is -4.
So it's
Minus
6 up bionic save.
And he makes it. Celestine does not claim a single pound of iron or flesh.
What a whiff.
Oh dear. It's bad news. It's gone from bad to worse. Mr. Stig has interrupted. Now, instead of opting to hit the Palatine, which is behind the ruin there, in fact, Stig is going to spend those 2 CP to interrupt and do all of the attacks on Celestine. And then you're spending another CP to do the exploding Tesla attacks, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to do exploding Teslas. Again, I'm sorry, I keep checking rules just to make sure I'm getting this right on the 40k app. So I spend 2 CP and then 1 CP on that. So I've got 8 attacks. I'm hitting on 3s. Yep. I'll get a Mars reroll, and then they'll explode on 5s and 6s.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I can see 2 5s and 6s there.
So I'll
And a reroll.
Okay, so it's not
bad.
Could have been much worse.
Yeah.
It's not hideous. So Okay, so it is. What's
Been
that?
much worse there.
Could have been worse.
9
Okay.
hits, wounding on 2s.
Yes.
So that is
7. The blessed number.
Okay.
AP2.
I'll need to do these one at a time because
Just
she
the
reduces
gemma.
damage by 1.
And they're flat 2 damage.
So yes. Was it minus what?
-2.
Minus 2. So 1 is fine. So she's dead. And then I've got the other.
I only got 1 wound when she comes back, or?
Just 2 wounds.
Oh, okay.
It's
Gotcha.
damage 2.
Gotcha.
And then the rest.
On Celestine.
So she takes
minus
2 damage.
She takes 2 damage. She's still alive on 2
2
wounds.
2 wounds left.
Oh, she's tough. We're still not done with this flank though, as the Palatine now will, in fact, strike back.
Come on, Palatine. I've hit you all the times.
Very
Hooray
nice.
for me.
With the -1,
Yes.
they hit on 2s?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I do get some good rolls, Stig. Right, I've hit
got
you
1
once,
wound.
but it's a -4. So
Okay.
just die.
6 up Bionics.
Oh, he's on the 1. He's
Does
on
it
the
blow
1.
up?
Does he explode? No.
No, he doesn't. That
would have been nice to take an extra.
So
At least I
one
got
of the
1.
Dragoons destroyed. Just Celestine left against 1 fresh Dragoon. 2 wounds versus that Walker there. Nasty stuff. Next up, it's the Battle Preacher against the Breacher. It's a Preacher.
Hey!
Let's do this.
I've hit you once. He's good at this.
Yes.
Toughness 5.
Does wound,
so
though.
it does wound.
There's a wound. It's -3.
-3, so his 2 up takes him to 5s. Goes through.
Fail.
2 damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so 1
damage.
wound left.
Down to 1 wound.
Nice.
so
And then
they
you have
were
the Battle
all-
Sisters.
Well, they were already in combat.
They're already in
so you-
combat,
you
so
can-
he
you can
gets
do
to
me.
strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got anything else?
Oh, I've got my
charged
sisters
on?
over there.
Yes,
actually,
that's
yeah.
true. Who did make the charge?
So
let's just move
3,
down
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. So this is into the chicken man. Now, I hit you all the time, Stig.
very nice.
Are you there?
Against
5
the
and
Iron
6s.
Strider. Does pick up 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
There's
1
strength 6. Strength 3 though. Toughness 6.
1 wound.
1 wound.
A
Yeah,
minus
good point.
1.
-1, so
It's -1.
goes to 4s now. Does make it.
Okay, fair enough. Now it will be Stig that gets to hit back with some units. Do you want to do the Breacher first?
Yeah, I'll put them into the Battle Sisters because they haven't attacked
Yep.
yet.
Breacher feature.
Yeah. 4s,
a
re-rolling
horrible
1
creature.
for Mars.
It is.
Only 1 hit. Re-roll.
Does get a wound.
on AP3.
Needs a 6 up save.
Should have faith.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Now Beard gets
The Breacher feature is going to be taught by her because she's got a book and she is a teacher.
We didn't do the Rhino. You could do the Rhino.
Do the
into
Rhino.
Vanguard.
All right, then we'll do.
Because you charged that.
Yes.
Okay.
The Rhino.
Sorry, out of sequence.
That's
but
fine. I don't matter. That doesn't matter.
That didn't
It's
happen.
fine.
Rhino did nothing, and now you
Now
will
I'll get
prepare
you
for a lesson.
with them. So I've got 4 attacks in total. I only need 1 to go through here. So I hit you twice. Wounding. No wounds.
No wounds. Okay. Now we do have these 2 Rangers against the
Oh, we got
Cabernet.
his other prayer off. They've all got an additional attack.
Oh, cheeky.
Oh, cheeky.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'll do the ones with the sisters first. Oh, it's a hit. No wounds.
No wounds. Okay.
Breacher. No, don't worry.
Excellent chat, everyone.
Very good.
Now we do have these 2 Rangers against the Canoness.
Right, so
Which
hitting
is
on
an alpha.
4s.
1 hit.
Re-roll 1 for Mars.
Still 1 hit.
And wounding on
Fails to
4s,
wounds.
so it fails.
Okay.
The Canoness. It is her time. 3 hits. 2s. That is 2 wounds, 1 at -4, 2 at -3. Just remove the models.
I mean, pretty much. They're gonna all be 6s now, so yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Just.
Both of those Rangers are slain. Finally, right. There will only be these.
I've got to attack back with the Iron Strider.
Yes, and the Vanguard, right? Okay,
Yep.
we'll remove models and come right back.
All right.
We now have the Iron Strider just over here attacking the Battle Sisters.
So hitting on 3s, re-roll both of them for
Double
the
one.
Marshal. Both hit.
Both hits.
Strength 5.
Both failed to wound.
To win.
Okay.
Can't be wrong.
That's a shame. What a shame.
And there are what is left in that unit?
Got,
there are
7.
7. So there's 8 attacks. Hitting on 4s, and wow, a Mars reroll.
Wow, very good spread of hits
They're
there.
angry. These
They
ones.
clearly are very angry.
But they are going to be winning on 6s because they're
Picks up 2 wounds
2
though.
wounds.
Any minus?
No minus.
He's fine.
Okay.
That's it. I think
That
that's
is
everything
the end
done.
of the fight phase. Any morales to make this turn?
He lost 1, so he can't fail.
Okay.
No,
So that's it.
Fine as well. Yeah.
So that marks the end of the turn. An interesting one, but overall probably whiffed quite a bit there.
Yes. Not probably about it.
But you have now taken back this objective.
Yes.
So as we go into Stig's battle round 3, he's holding 1. He's holding 2 with the characters there on that objective. And is that it, Stig?
Yeah, because
You're contesting.
I'm not
over here.
contesting.
No, you're not even
anymore.
contesting. So you're in
I'm
fact
not
just
contesting,
holding 2.
just holding 2.
So you'll only pick up 5 for the primary.
Yeah.
But you do have those Taraxi sterilizers to come down.
And I'm also getting the 3 points for the secondary as well because I'm holding that one. So and
Got
there's
it.
they can change that at the end of my turn.
Very nice.
And you will raise another 2 banners, although this one has now been
Yeah.
lost. All right, well, we'll be back in Stig's command phase momentarily. Here we go. On wings of fire, the Taraxi sterilizers descend, ready to unleash flame of death all around them. This is going to be exciting to see how that works. What we have is the movement phase now complete. The Vanguard remain in combat with the Rhino. The Breacher has fallen back from 2 Battle Sisters and the Battle Preacher in the center over there. We have the 2 characters, of course, maintaining their grip on that objective. Breachers remaining in this crater, holding that objective with character support. Meanwhile, these Breachers pushing ever forward towards the Exorcists and the Battle Sisters in the tree line over there. Celestine remains in combat with the Dragoon. The Iron Strider has fallen back, but in the command phase was given the ability to continue to shoot anyway by the Marshal over there. Is that correct, Stig?
That's correct.
Cheeky little double action over there. We like that. That concludes the movements. Any other points to note?
Only the fact that we're going to get to play with the new Princeps of the sterilizers, and he has the skull of Eldar Nikolai, which is going to start the shooting phase.
Very nice. Well, we'll be joining you in that shooting phase in just a moment. It's the shooting phase. It's relic time. We're talking the skull of Eldar Nikolai. What is it doing?
So, it's on the Princeps, and he is in 12-inch range with all 3 of these vehicles.
Okay.
So, on a 2 or 3, they get 1 mortal wound. On each one. A 2 or 3, they get 1 mortal wound. A 3 or 3 to 5, it's D3, and a 6, it's flat 3.
I don't think you're in within 12 of here.
Yeah, just in 12 of the flames.
We were
So it's
within
half
9
the
of
flames.
this because of your deep strike.
Because of where that all is, it was working out. Should we double check it?
Right. Do we need to
we double measure
triangulate
it?
here? Is there a triangulation here?
So, no, you are right. He's not in with that one.
Okay, he's not in.
Just
So he's
those 2.
only in within 2. Okay.
Yeah, just
fair
because you'd
enough.
have to be within 9 of that, and that's more than, Soz.
A triangulation the
triangulation
happens.
station.
The binary code has been overridden, and now we're rolling for 2 vehicles instead of 3.
2 to 3 is 1 mortal wound. 4 to 5 is D3, and 6 is 3 mortals.
Okay,
No
so
sixes,
rolling
please.
for the Rhino.
So the Rhino,
It's
just 1 mortal wound.
and for the Exorcist, it's D3
D3 mortal
wounds, which becomes
D3, which is
2. Okay, so
Okay.
1 mortal wound and 2 mortal wounds. Not horrific, but something. A start, some might say. The sterilizers now unleash death on the two battle sisters and the preacher in the middle because he's no longer protected by 3 or more models.
So we're going to do the Facet Blaster and 2 sterilizers into the sisters. So Flechette first. Reroll 1 because of Mars. All hits. Strength 3 against Toughness 3.
Yep.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
1 for each.
-1.
No AP on those.
No AP.
Oh, they both fail anyway. Beard!
Okay.
Looks like the sterilizers have done just that. Sterilized that squad, and now
2d6 flames into the priest.
6 hits.
automatic
Beard. Beard.
You know,
Taken off the objective.
What can I do?
Wounding on freeze.
Oh, the preacher's
So that
got
is
5 wounds
AP
taken there.
1.
Okay.
Okay.
4 preventable save.
Oh, and that's
no,
it.
he's dead as well.
3 wounds dead. There's no CP left for Beards. The preacher is also slain. He has been removed from the objective. We have this Dominus here with a rail rifle, I'm told.
The Manipulus.
The Manipulus.
Not the Dominus.
Don't manipulate me.
The Dominus was there as my backup to be able to deal with the priest, but yeah, it happened. So the Manipulus with his Magnarail lance, he's going to hit on
Exorcist.
2s into this Exorcist.
Lovely.
He gets a Mars reroll.
Okay.
course he does.
So you rolled a 1 there. Okay. That's it though.
Wounding on a 4 though.
He does
Just
get the
wounds.
wound.
AP 3. Flat 3
It's a
damage
wound
if it goes
on
through.
Shield of faith!
Exorcist.
No.
Fails, okay, and the damage is 3, you say?
Yeah, so it's
that
down
leaves
to
it alive
1
on 1 wound.
One left.
That's dangerous stuff. Okay. Do we know what's firing next, Stig?
Well, yes, what we're going to do next is come over to the las cannon chicken that is there.
That's this Iron Strider
and
just
he's-
there, folks.
Yeah, he's firing into the fully operational Exorcist
Yep.
over here.
Okay.
Hitting on freeze.
It's got double hits.
Wounding on freeze, re-rolling 1s because of the Marshal. So
Got 2 there, can't reroll that.
Yeah.
He does have a command point left.
yes, I'm going to... No, I'm not. I'm
That's
going to
got-
save it for over there. So just 1 wound at AP 3.
Yep, it goes
It's
through.
through.
Flat 3 plus D3. So it's 5
5.
wounds.
Okay.
Half and left.
Very nice. All right. We'll mark that up and we'll be back. The Breachers now on the craters will be firing everything into the ruins here, trying to remove the Battle Sisters within. Now there is one single...
Canoness, isn't
yes.
it? And
No,
then
The
there's-
Canoness, there's 1 superior in a unit of 5.
yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
Are you splitting fire between both of those units?
No,
or
I'm going to put them all into the unit of 5.
to the 5. Okay,
Yeah.
so the 5-woman unit. Let's do this.
So torsion cannon first. Fails. I'm going to use the Mars reroll. Still fails.
Okay.
That's fine. The heavy arc rifles. Can't reroll those now. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds at AP2.
AP2, so it'll be a 4-up save because I'm in cover. They're fine.
Ooh.
Very
Have a
nice.
Cheeky.
Okay, those are those Breachers whiffed, I should say.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're firing next?
Yeah, we're going to come over to this unit here, and we're putting everything into this Exorcist here.
Okay, all right. So that's a 6-wound Exorcist. Here we go.
Torsion cannon.
Torsion cannon
It's
scores a hit.
wounds on a
Torsion
3.
cannon wounds.
AP4.
Nearly go 6.
His shield of faith gets a 6. It's
baby.
cheeky.
Heavy arc
It's cheeky.
rifles.
It's cheeky.
I'll use the Mars reroll because I didn't use it before.
He's got 3 hits.
Wound automatically on a 4s.
He's got 3 hits. He's got 2
2
wounds.
wounds, AP2.
He's got 2 wounds. He's got 2 wounds.
Save
One
one,
goes
fail one.
through. Damage. 2. That's got 4 wounds left on that Exorcist, and 1 Exorcist still on 1 wound, but that is still 2 Exorcists alive. It's Marshal time now, firing a single shot through the ruined wall into the Combat Sisters.
Radium Serpenta.
Hit.
It does hit. Will wound on a 4.
Fails
Fails
to
to wound.
wounds. Okay. Is that it with the shooting?
That is it. The Dominus is out of range of anything apart from this. That's in combat.
Okay,
So
all right.
that's fine.
Right, so then it's a charge phase. So should we go straight into this charge phase?
Yeah.
Who's charging?
We've got a few things going on. So we're going to do this unit first, and they need, because of the crater, need a 7 into this Exorcist.
Okay, so charging the Exorcist.
Because the Canticles, I roll 3d6, picking the 2 highest.
Very nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
It is nice.
Is that nice?
That's very nice. Oh, but he
Especially that
makes
nice.
it.
Very nice.
And 11, everyone. Okay,
Double nice.
successful charge.
That's very nice.
Any other charges?
Yeah,
before
we're going to do the charge over here from the sterilizers
into the
Exorcist.
4-wound Exorcist. Very nice. That's only a 5.
So they will fail. I'll use one of my CP to re-roll it.
Yep, so that'll be re-rolling the whole charge.
Yeah, so...
And that will be a
makes
pass,
Nice.
a 10. Ooh, that's
Every
interesting.
unit gets that. That's
A
wild.
spicy meatball, sir. Okay.
I'm not sure what they need over there, but I'm going to roll it.
All right, the breachers.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
just
into
charging the you've got a single.
It's the single one.
Okay.
So,
Yep. Go for it.
yeah, I'll just do the single one.
Yep.
That's a 10, so
Ooh.
they should
Well,
make
don't
it. I think
forget-
it'll be an 8.
You've got a -2 though.
Yeah, so-
Allow me.
Crater.
Allow
An
me.
8, sir?
Allow me.
Have some measuring here happening.
You needed
you needed a 10.
You needed a 10.
and he's
Oh,
rolled a
okay.
10.
Well, it's -2 because of the crater.
Yeah, it's -2.
So what was it? Was it 10?
You needed 10 inches.
Yes.
10 inches.
So you failed
Oh,
to charge.
right, cool.
He has failed to charge everyone. Okay, that's the charge phase complete. We'll move them in and then we'll get to the fighting. We're in the fight phase, folks. The Breachers successfully making their charge, attempt to tear apart that Exorcist. Let's do it.
12 attacks hitting on 4s. Mars reroll. Translates.
That's a lot of hits.
So
A lot of hits there, Mr. Beard.
Lot of
Feeling
hits there.
confident?
Lot of hits there. No. It hasn't been for some time.
because it's a vehicle, they wound on a 4.
Okay. I can see
only
a couple of
2.
wounds there.
2 at AP3.
Maybe 3.
You've
Yeah.
only got
Okay.
the 1 wound left, so we're looking for a double 6, Mr. Bond.
That's got 4 wounds left.
No,
oh,
that
wait, you're
one.
doing
this
these?
is, this is against the 1 wound Exorcist. No, close.
Nearly.
Does it explode?
Does the Exorcist explode? Oh, it does! Wow, that'll get a lot of stuff actually.
You'll get everything over here,
Yeah,
I
both
think.
the sister squads.
Yeah, them.
That'll get the Breachers.
Yeah, the Breachers will
Everything.
get the Exorcist.
Okay.
Does get the Exorcist.
Well,
okay.
I'll roll for your guys and you roll for mine. So
Okay,
I'll roll for your
So
breaches
rolling for the
here.
Breachers here, they take
Oh,
3
one's dead.
mortal wounds. One is
One's dead.
destroyed.
Your Taraxi, how many wounds your Taraxi
Very
have?
nice.
2 each.
One more's dead.
Okay, one of the Traxi is killed by that vicious explosion.
You roll for my sister.
Okay, rolling for
Let's do this Exorcist.
Damaged
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exorcists. That just takes the 1 mortal wound.
That's
It's
very
got 3 remaining. And then for Sister Squad number 1,
Takes 2.
2 are
Kill
slain, and Sister Squad number 2, 1 is
one.
slain.
Okay.
Okay, we'll remove.
Can I punch you back with my Exorcist? Yes, you take a mortal wound.
Oh, double the fun. Excellent. It's time for the sterilizers to attack this Exorcist. Lots of attacks coming in here. Stig, let's do it.
So first of all, we've got the Princeps because he's got a taser goad.
Yep.
So 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 6 is exploding.
2 6s.
So that's
enough.
4 additional
Ouch.
hits from
Ouch.
that. He's strength 6 with his taser goad. So 5s and 6s required. They are AP1, so 2 at
Picks up 2 there.
AP1.
Okay, so I'm going to spend one of my miracle die. So I'm going to spend both my miracle die because that will give me 2 victory points. I know one's a fail,
Okay.
but I want 2 victory points.
Okay.
Oh, no, hang on. That'll
So
be
that puts
1
him
act of
on
faith.
1
No,
wound.
forgive me. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. How many?
So we
You done 3?
So yeah,
Did 2 at AP1.
2 AP1s.
2 wounds. Okay,
yeah, so
and the other one, he's.
Okay, so no wounds taken
Okay.
there.
And then the normal guys with their talons hit on 3s. That is a terrible
That's a
roll.
terrible roll.
Have you been touching my dice?
This Exorcist
I was
may
licking them off camera.
survive.
5s and 6s. Just the
1
one.
wound.
The one?
Yeah.
Minus?
No minus on those.
Oh.
It does take a wound, so it's got 2 wounds left, that Exorcist. Okay, but it is still alive, although engaged in combat. So that is something. What are we having to do next?
Well, it's Mr. Beard's turn to attack. So
Celestine!
he's going to go with the rhino over here.
No, Celestine strikes. important. She brings down this Dragoon if possible. She misses once.
Those
but,
minus ones to hit is
Oh
horrid.
dear,
Horrid.
yeah, it is as well. Oh no, she fails to wound again. Celestine, the living saint, is not doing much living right now. Okay, that's her attacks done. Stig, who are you attacking with? That is really bad news.
Attack with the Dragoons.
Okay, fair enough.
And I'm going to use the stratagem again, Taser Protocols.
Yep, you do have CP to do that.
Yes, because I had 2.
Yep.
So I'll go round to 1.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s, 5s and 6s exploding.
5 and 6, and he's got 2 hits as
Mars
well.
reroll?
Mars reroll. No. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Celestine already badly wounded.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s. 5 wounds
at
here.
AP 2.
Okay.
Flat
5
2 damage.
wounds. Oh, he's failed 2.
Damage.
She is dead. Okay. Celestine falls. It's a devastating blow.
She's fine.
She does, however,
She gets back
up. In is it at the end of the phase?
The end of the phase.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But my goodness, how many wounds does she come back with?
All of them.
Oh my goodness. We now have the Rhino into these vanguards.
Right.
Very exciting combat here.
It's incredible. Never mind.
Misses.
We'll do the one over there. It's got 1 wound left.
This is the Exorcist, and that's a miss too. Okay. Meanwhile, over here we have the vanguard themselves.
Mars reroll. Yep. Kill. And then 6s.
Picks up a wound.
Boop. I don't take a wound.
And the Rhino does suffer a little bit of damage. Does that conclude the fight phase?
That does conclude the fight phase because we're digging over there.
Yep.
And it comes to the end of the turn, which means I'm going to do another thing now.
Okay.
So using the Holy Order Logi, I'm going to reduce the CP cost of 1 stratagem, and I'm going to use it to reduce Booster Thrust, which I can use at the end of the turn.
Yep.
And now these sterilizers go back up into reserves and come back down next turn.
I see.
That's really unpleasant, Stig.
I'm going to say this now. That's how it's written.
Yeah.
It's silly. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on flamers just yet.
Yes.
I'd maybe keep an eye out and see what's happening.
Maybe wait for an
because
FAQ.
the idea of them being able to just go popping up and down without any chance to interact with them
It's rather odd.
is kind of
So they're indestructible.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Okay.
Wow.
basically.
The winged,
So
winged
yeah,
bat.
maybe
robots.
just hold off those purchases. Put them in the basket. They're great models.
Well,
just leave them there.
for now though,
and
you're
wait.
going to pick them up and
They go
that's
away
it.
now.
Yeah, they go away now.
It's turn 4 for the Adepta Sororitas, and Beard just nudges into the lead, holding 2 of the primary objectives, picking up 10 points, or holding 3 of the primary objectives, I should say. The Combat Sisters are remaining in the ruins here. However, the Canoness has left the ruins to chase down the Iron Strider. The Marshal, I'm sure, will have something to say about that, but it might not be enough. Over here, we have the Rhino, which has fallen back from the vanguards. The Diologists got out before it did so, and we do have the Rhino flanked by Breachers on either side of it. These sisters move through the tree line. The Exorcist has tucked into the ruin there.
Yes.
So we can hardly see it. And Celestine has, in the command phase, done an action. She has brought back a Gemini again, although she's not been able to move and she won't be able to shoot. It's an extremely powerful ability nonetheless.
Yes.
So Doctrina-wise...
Yeah, so we're doing a Canticle and a Doctrina this time.
Yep.
So Canticle-wise, Litany of the Electromancer, which basically means it's -1 to hit in combat.
Yep.
And then we're comboing that with Conqueror Imperative, which is for Skitarii units +1 to hit in combat, but it is -1 ballistic steel. So you take that as a negative. So
Okay. Right, well, we're going to go right into the shooting here because this is a summary. No?
So the Exorcist moved over here, so I'm on that objective.
Yep.
I'm going to do my War Hymn into this.
Oh, your War Hymn.
On a 3+, it's dead.
Oh no, he's rolled a 1! Yes. We are now in the shooting phase. The Exorcist fires everything into the single breacher.
Yes. That's also why I moved there, so I can see him through the window.
Yes.
Heavy bolter! Hit you twice. I wound you. No
No
tanks.
wounds,
The
okay.
conflagration missile launcher.
6, 7, 8 shots.
8, sorry. 6, 7, 8. Can't believe I didn't kill him with that war hit. That would have been so cool.
You are degraded.
2 wounds. One
you got to
is
hit first.
One's, huh? Oh yeah.
Yes.
I've hit you twice.
Yes.
I wound you
Once.
once.
Okay.
It's at -2 because of divine guidance.
So a 4-up save.
Fails to save.
All right.
Okay. Okay. That breacher would be slain.
It would be slain.
Okay. What next?
Right, we're going to do these battle sisters here. We've got a unit of 3, a unit of 4 left. They're both in rapid fire range. So 6. So we've got 8.
2 breachers
in the big
just over there. Okay, go for it.
Up. Okay. And then 5s and 6s. No wounds there. And then the smaller units. Okay, they're keen. They can feel it. 2 wounds. Oh, okay, so we've got 2 wounds. They are both at -1.
Okay.
So divine guidance.
3s. Makes one, fails one. So takes down to 1 wound.
Okay, still 2 breachers alive there.
The Rhino can't shoot because it's
No,
fallen
it's fallen
back.
back.
The Dialogus will have a go with her bolter.
Okay.
Rapid fire. No, she is tired.
Okay,
from
clearly.
doing war hymns.
Clearly, okay.
Or failing to do war hit.
We're going to do the plasma pistol from the. Oh no, she's got the plasma pistol. We'll do the crack grenade from her into the walkie thing.
-1.
It's
Does
a 6.
hit.
It's fails to
Failed
wounds.
wound. We'll do another crack grenade from the. Oh no, they can't shoot. That's fine. Right, we're going to do the plasma pistol from the Canoness into the Iron Strider.
Strider.
I will not be overcharging. Is a hit.
It's hit though.
It is a wound.
Does wounds.
-3.
-3, so 6 up. Nope, goes through.
Okay.
Okay.
Takes
Does
a wound.
take a wound there.
Let's
4
take a
wounds
wound.
left on that Iron Strider.
And then last but not least, we're just going to do that sister squad in there. There are.
You've got 5, and then you've got
5
a single one as well.
Okay, a single one can't see.
Yeah.
So we're going to, crack grenade will be out of range. So it's just rapid fire
Into
bolters,
the Iron Strider.
all the win.
Okay.
Okay, not much winning so far.
No.
5s and 6s. No, just 6s.
No
It is
wounds.
failed wounds.
Okay.
That is that.
That's the shooting done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's adjust the wounds and come back in the charge phase. Celestine and her Gemini now declare a fresh charge against that Dragoon.
Yes.
You can't really fail.
No, I can't.
Jeez.
But yeah, it's
What
the,
next?
the willingness that
Yes.
counts. The Palatine's going to go in as well, just
Okay.
in case. On a 5, she makes it.
Okay.
We're going to do the Canoness here into the Dragoon. Again, she can't really fail, but she is still a keen bean.
nice.
That's it.
Not going to charge
it.
over here?
No, I'm not.
No?
She would have left. It's very tempting, but no, I'm not going.
Okay, so should we go right into the fight phase then, please?
Yeah, why not? Let's start off with Celestine,
Herself?
shall we?
Yes, please.
No, I'll do the Gemini first because it's the
Okay.
same unit.
Okay.
Just a little
That might be
entremont.
You
anticipation.
trying to build it up?
So these are -1 to hit,
-1
right?
to hit.
Okay, so
So
2
two
hits.
Everything's now -1 to hit.
It is 2
Ooh,
wounds.
does get 2
One's
wounds
at
there.
-3, one's at -3. They're both at -3.
Okay, cool. Right. So it's 2 6s then. Makes neither.
Couple of wounds up already.
Okay,
Down to
wow.
4.
Finally, Dragoon
Okay.
taking some damage.
Celestine.
Oh, with
I
the -1,
have-
2 misses.
Okay. 3s to wound.
She does finally get 3 wounds. Finally.
3 wounds. The AP is what?
The AP is 5.
Of course it is.
Because she does get.
They're 2
She is
damage
affected
each.
by sacred rites.
They're 2
What?
damage each, aren't they?
Well, actually, that is 6 mortal wounds. So it's dead.
What, she does 2 mortal wounds on every 6? 2?
She's finally powered up, everyone.
She's
Oh
finally
my
powered
goodness.
up. There is.
Wow.
I'm just going to check a stratagem.
What, do I have to
Okay.
re-roll these?
I might be able to roll against them. I'm just
Okay.
going to check something. Come back to me.
It's not over yet. The Dragoon can, in fact, save against mortal wounds with the use of a stratagem.
Benevolence of the Omnissiah used the stratagem in any phase when a vehicle model in your army would lose wound as a result of
wound.
mortal.
Yep.
4+
Yep.
to ignore.
Yep.
So
So he's got 6 to take. Oh, he fails 4 though, which would kill him because he's
Does
only
kill
got
him.
4 wounds left. Yeah, wow.
Blow up.
no, he doesn't.
No, he
He
does
didn't roll
not.
a drop of plenty.
Sorry.
Who knows?
Instant
Celestine does indeed finally take her pound of steel and flesh. Very nice. We now come over to the Canoness. Beard just rolled another miracle die there for killing the Dragoon unit, got a 4. So we're doing our fighting now.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Okay, so I'm going to do my hitting.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, because it's -1, you tell me.
Canoness versus... Okay, so one miss versus the Iron Strider.
I wound you 3 times.
And he just uses his pool of miracle dice.
So 2 of them are at -3, and one's at -2.
Okay, so the 2
They're 2 damage a pop!
All right.
Good killing.
2 6s. That's it.
Oh, destroyed the Iron Strider.
Oh, so 4 wounds left.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty big.
No, he does not.
Does not. Wow, so pretty much the Celestine and this flank have reacquired the entirety of that flank, destroying all of the armor. There's just a Marshal left alive. What a turn of events here. And with that, it's the end of Beard's turn. This is a big one, scoring more points there. And as we go into turn 4 for the Mechanicus, Stig will be holding 2 primary, picking up another 5 points. But the scores should be 50 to 48 in favor of the sisters. Brutal stuff. Stig, however, though, does have a unit of sterilizers that he can bring back down. He does have 2 breachers and 2 damaged vehicles to the left of them. Can he claim back that objective and try and claim back control on this flank, making it a very tight game indeed. Still does have good firepower as well in these breachers. Let's see what happens as we go into Stig's turn 4. It's turn 4. It's a nail biter. It's a summary. The breachers move away from the crater. However, he still holds the objective with his character there. Meanwhile, over here, the Manipulus hangs behind the ruin, whilst the Dominus moves forward. Again, that's both of them are, in fact, holding that primary objective. Breachers pretty much remain where they are, and the Vanguards have moved from under the gantries to take the objective from the Sororitas there surrounding the Rhino, and they are looking at that Diologist as well. So that does not look very well.
I thought I was being clever
pleasant
by taking the objective back, but
apparently they want to take it back from you, Mr. Beard.
The secondary works that I get it at the end of the turn as well, so with troops.
So that's for the secondary, yeah, which is nasty. So the sterilizers have now landed back. They are in this crater, and they are looking also at a bunch of Sororitas infantry, which is nasty.
And this time I measured it right, so both vehicles are within 12.
Both vehicles are now within 12. Beard does not disagree. We have no binaric override today. Over here, of course, Celestine, just happy, probably looking fondly at the dead Dragoon. But that is it. The Marshal, however, is skirted round here. I'm not quite sure what the Marshal's up to, but perhaps Stig will reveal a plan in a moment. So, let's get on with the shooting.
Let's do it.
So
what are we shooting with?
Start of the shooting phase, we do the Skull of Elder, Nikolai again.
Yep.
So he will do on this fresh Rhino
on
first,
the Rhino?
or the Rhino
Okay.
with 10
Rolling
wounds,
for the
I should
mortal
say. So let's see.
Oh, he
Flat
takes
3.
flat 3
Very nice.
mortal wounds on
Very
that
nice.
Rhino.
And
The
on
Exorcist,
the
which only has
Exorcist,
3 wounds.
That's 2 wounds, actually.
2 wounds. Doesn't take
fails.
anything.
Fails.
How extraordinary.
Lol.
Wow, wow, wow. Lolicopter, I believe, is
you get
the
them?
operative words.
No, it's only vehicles.
Only vehicles.
Only
Vehicles.
vehicles.
Okay, do we want to move straight on to shooting?
Yeah, we're going to come over to the breachers first of all.
Yep.
So they're going to fire everything into the now 7 wound Rhino.
Okay.
So we'll. No, he stayed on 2. It's
Yep.
the guy that lost 3.
Yep.
Didn't you did a wound on him, no?
No, I rolled a
failed.
1, so it fails.
I'll take my wound back.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take those ones if you want. Anyway, torsion cannon.
It's a hit.
Nice.
Wounds on a 3. It
It's a
wounds.
wounds.
AP 4.
Okay, so no save unless you get your Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith, excuse me.
Excuse
No.
you, sir.
So it's D3 plus 3. It is 5.
Okay, 5 damage
2 wounds
on that
left.
Rhino. 2 wounds left on the Rhino here. Don't forget, Bring It Down is one of his secondaries, so it's worth every point here.
The heavy arc rifle. I'll use my Mars because I didn't
Okay.
use it before. No, it's
Still
fine.
1 hit.
Wounds automatically on a 4.
Gets a
AP
6.
2. Flat 2 damage.
No.
Fails it.
Dead. Does it blow up?
The Rhino is destroyed and blows up on a 6.
It does blow up. So yeah, robot's dead.
Yes,
Absolutely.
A breacher there automatically.
I'll roll for your...
you need to roll for the mortal wounds on the breachers because you might overkill them.
Yeah, you might do some wounds on that one.
Oh
as well.
yeah, good point.
It's just one anyway, fine. And then on the Vanguard?
Vanguards, it's
Just
one.
the one, okay.
And
So
you can
one is
do
slain.
my Dialogus and my...
Right, the Dialogus takes the big 3.
Woo!
Ouch. And then on the Exorcist to potentially destroy it on a 3,
Diddle,
4,
diddle,
5 or 6.
Oh.
He fails, it's got 1 wound left.
One wound left.
Unbelievable. The Dominus now will be opening up through the gantry into the ruins and trying to take out the Exorcists.
So it'll be freeze because he's moved and it was heavy, so it's capped.
Yep.
He's
Still 2 hits.
Mars reroll.
3 hits. Uh-oh.
Strength 6.
Okay.
How the sixes?
Doesn't get any wounds though. Okay, fair enough.
We can move straight onto the Manipulus.
Manipulus, okay.
So he will be freeze.
He scores a hit.
Wounding on a 4.
Manipulus here.
No.
Rolls a 3 on the wound, so fails.
The Exorcist
there.
will never die.
No, apparently not. Okay, any other shooting?
Yeah,
Flamers?
Obviously,
quite
you've
a bit.
got-
So we're going to come over to this servitor unit into the
Yes.
Battle Sisters there.
Okay, you've got 1 unit of 1 and 1 unit of 5.
So they are going into the unit of 5.
Okay.
So the torsion cannon first.
Hits.
2s.
It's a wound.
Wound AP 4.
How many wounds,
Shield
sorry?
of Faith.
We've got an AP 4 wound on the unit of 5 so far.
So 1 wound.
Yep.
He makes
Shield
the
of
Shield of Faith
Very
save.
nice.
Cheeky.
Cannot.
Heavy arc rifles. 2 hit. I'll use the Mars. So 3 hits.
So much Mars.
So much Mars.
3
wounds.
wounds. AP 2.
If you do, up.
Oh, and he
Only
kills
one
one
dice.
of them. Wow,
Only one
they've been
dice.
resilient in there.
Incredible.
Indeed.
Okay.
The Skitarii Marshal is going to fire at the single. The single's on this end, isn't he?
No,
No.
singles on this side.
Yes. So I'll fire into the larger unit. I
Yep.
don't want to extend my charge.
Yep.
He hits on and wounds on a 6 because it's a radium weapon.
That's
so
nice.
Nice.
What's the AP?
no AP.
No AP. Okay, she is fighting.
Okay,
One
so
more is
2
dead.
are slain.
So the
in
torsion
total.
cannon and the heavy arc rifles, fine.
Yep.
But a 0 AP radium,
Yeah,
fine.
apparently
It's a strange
it's
time.
just
It's a strange time.
No good. We now have the Vanguards. A stratagem is being spent with your CP that you gained this phase, and you're going to be firing at the Dialogists. What is the stratagem,
It
Stig?
just means that instead of their automatic wounds on hits of a 6, their automatic wounds on hits of a 4.
That's nice.
And they hit on 4s because they advanced,
Yep.
and they had the minus because of the conquest. So
Beard
all
doesn't
makes
like
sense.
it. So, right. I can see a few wounds already.
Yeah. So that means that there are.
Wow. 3, 6, 7, 8 wounds.
Yeah.
Because they just become wounds.
Yeah.
Mr. Beard, would you like to make 8 saves on that Dialogist or die, please? You're dead.
She's dead. She's dead now.
The Dialogist is Dialoged. And,
Nice.
Thank you.
that.
Just made that up, actually. And what's firing next?
We're going to come over to this unit
Yes.
sterilizers. We're going to put everything into
Goodbye.
the rear unit of 4.
Understood.
So flechette,
Fool!
yeah. So flechette blaster first hitting on 4s because of the minus that's going on at the moment.
3 hits.
3 hits. I'll use a Mars reroll. Cool.
4 hits.
It's wounding on 4s.
That's 3 wounds.
3 wounds, no AP.
I have to pay command points for rerolls, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a funny idea.
What? How many?
3.
3 wounds and no AP.
No AP?
3.
They're loving life.
Okay.
3 D6 flamers.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's not good.
No.
Okay.
So 6 hits there.
Wounding on freeze.
Yep.
Okay,
4
wounds at AP1.
AP1, more like AP none. But you did kill
However, 2 are dead.
two. Is that the front unit or the rear
That
one?
was the rear
Rear
unit.
unit.
The rear unit. Okay,
Yeah, I
they're
didn't
dead
want
now.
to change
Oh
my
dear.
charge.
So there's just 1 fresh unit left. Is that correct?
No, there's 2 units. There's
no,
1 unit
you're-
of 3 and 1 unit of 2.
Okay. Very nice indeed. Well, what's happening next, Mr. Stig?
That is everything shot.
Okay, so we have a charge phase
have
coming
a
up.
charge phase coming up.
We'll return momentarily. It's the charge phase, and we're opening with the Marshal, charging the unit of 3 in the ruins here. Yep,
And he's in.
that'll make it on a 10. Incredible. Okay, next unit charging, sir.
We're going to do this breacher into the...
Breach it into the Exorcist. Can't really fail that. Gets a 6 anyway. So he goes rocks and fights through the wall there. Okay, next.
We're going to do this charge, which is the 9 into the front unit.
Right, sterilizers charging the front units. Okay, let's do it. 6, 7, 8, 9. They make it too. That's pretty savage.
Affection.
Okay, and then the breachers. Did you say they wanted to charge?
Yeah, they are going to charge. They're going to charge into both units.
Okay, charging both units. They will need a 7.
You need a 7 there.
And he gets it. He gets an 8. Oh my goodness, that's a full house.
Beautiful.
Let's move them. We're now in the fight phase, everyone, and we have the sterilizers. Who is in fact attacking first, though?
We're going to do this breacher into
the breacher first.
Exorcist.
Let's do it.
So he's hit once so far. We use a Mars reroll. He's only hit once. Wounds on a vehicle on a 4.
Gets the wounds.
AP 2.
Up.
Oh, finally the Exorcist is destroyed.
Does it blow up? Hey!
Every time.
I'm going to kill that breacher now. Damn it.
2 mortal wounds. No, the breacher survives.
Then on the Vanguard. 2 on the Vanguard.
2.
Might be a morale issue there, Stig.
What's happening next in the fight phase?
Okay, so they're going to put their attacks into that front unit of 3.
Sterilizers now.
So the taser first on the Princeps.
It's a unit of 2 at the front.
Oh, is it unit 2 and it's a unit
3.
3 at the back? Oh, well, I can't get into the
You didn't charge
anyway, so that's fine. Okay. The taser hits on 2s now because of the Doctrina.
Yep.
That you have.
Balls that I
seem
have.
to be escalating every turn.
Yes. And he still misses with 2.
I'm going to do a Mars reroll.
He hits with 3.
And wounding on 2s because he's strength 6. So 2 wounds.
Minus?
No minus on a taser for them.
You did kill both
I
of
was
them.
at 1 and a 2 anyway.
Incredible.
Kills
Use one of my
both
miracle
of
dice.
those sisters. Savage. And now this is a significant fight. 3 of the breachers. One's going to attack the single sister and the other 2 will attack the 3 battle sisters there. Here we go.
So the 1 into the single. I'm going to use the Mars reroll on this one. Only 1 hit. Does wound on 2.
Does get the wound though.
AP 3.
AP 3.
It's a 6, or the single
face.
sister is finally slain.
Oh!
She survives and she is objective secure.
That's the second time she's done that.
Retain that objective now. Wow. Okay.
That's massive.
It is huge. Yeah.
So the other 2 into the unit 3. I don't get any rerolls left. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds, AP 3.
AP 3.
Okay. 2 6s and again only 1 is killed.
The Shield of Fate. Oh, do I do a mortal wound?
Sisters have been really doing. Yeah, do you do
Mortal wound back. Another 6.
Oh, he does as well. Oh my goodness.
Fist of the Emperor.
Those are like veteran battle sisters.
They are now.
They really are.
Incredible.
Wow. Okay.
So
then the Marshal.
Yeah, we have 3 attacks. I'm just looking at his rules.
I think he's run away.
Possibly.
So he's hitting on 2s now because of the Doctrina. He is so hitting on 2s, 3 attacks.
3 hits.
Hit all times. His control stave is strength 6 now, so wounding on 2s.
Save control.
2 wounds,
There are
AP
2 sisters left. There. Again, no one survives. There is 1 now from each squad.
No.
Although she doesn't hit back.
Like
Okay, so there's 1 from each squad alive, but because their objective secured, they will continue to hold that objective. Massive.
Significant.
It's now time for the sisters to strike back.
Yes.
Who are we opening with?
This unit over here will attack the sterilizers. I hit you twice. I wound you. What's their toughness?
Was that
Doesn't
including the
matter.
minus
Oh,
1?
double 1. Who
Doesn't matter.
cares? Okay.
Then we've got
The 2 single sisters here.
2 sisters. Are these -1 as well?
Minus 1 to hit, yeah.
This is so 2 1s
Double
again.
1.
Tremendous.
Wowzers. Okay. That's a combat done. That's the end of the turn.
Indeed.
There would be a morale for the sister, which is now suddenly by herself.
Use a miracle die.
Use a miracle die, who uses a 1.
They have a morale as well?
No, because of the
shot.
well, you only
didn't
lost
they?
2.
Lost 2, so...
They're fine, are they?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, that marks the end of the turn. It's a very, very tight little game. We're going to calculate the points and be right back. Team, that was the end of battle round 4. We've calculated the points, and as we go into battle round 5, Beard, you do pretty well. You do hold that primary objective, although you've just started your movement phase for battle round 5 now.
Got a character behind there too.
You do hold that objective. You did continue to hold this one, so that got you 5 points. And you did hold that one as well. So because you have objective secured battle sisters there, so you did get 10 points, and it put you on what, 60 points?
60.
Very nice. However, when we look at the points here and your movement and what you can do, we notice that Celestine could come over here. You might make the charge. Maybe you can make the charge and kill those Taraxi. That's nice. You still won't be able to deal with Stig holding this objective. You won't be able to deal with Stig holding this objective. And you still can't deal with Stig holding this objective. And it could well be that you will not be holding that objective after this fight phase.
I mean, it's more than likely.
That means that Stig is guaranteed 15 points in his battle round 5, at the end of his battle round 5, which would put him ahead, giving him a glorious victory.
Most importantly, I believe this is the first handshake victory since COVID.
Hey! My goodness, was it a close game? Really interesting showing of the Adeptus Mechanicus and I think the Sororitas too, actually.
They're bonkers.
It was a close game. Celestine, in my opinion, is crazy
She's
good.
a weapon. And bear in mind how much I whiffed with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
The potential is amazing. She's really
And then on
good.
top of that as well, we have got Sanger working on the new Sororitas units, so there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff to see there, as well as some of the original units which were yet to be painted. And as ever, Stig, welcome back. Lovely to have you back here. What a debut as COVID restrictions have eased and the Adeptus Mechanicus Codex comes out. It seems that perhaps this will be the rise of Stig, the Omnissiah himself. Perhaps the league will be yours. I mean, the Mechanicus are looking real good. I mean, my Drakari will be worried. So, Stig, we will see you in league games very, very soon in our competitive series. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing how they do. And until next time, if you've liked us, make sure you give us a like and subscribe here on YouTube. And if you really like us, come and visit us on our website. Sign up to On Demand. We cannot do it without you On Demand bosses. We love all of you. Until next time, this has been The Spider, Mr. Beard, and Mr. Stig. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mr. Beard and Mr. Stig. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Cut!